Hi, Taurus. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at this new love, the soulmate, by delving further into the connection by looking at how this person really feels about you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started, okay? All right. Okay, Taurus. Overall energy for this week's reading is the Chariot. Okay, this is Cancerian energy. This is talking about you overcoming obstacles and being successful and in uniting with this person, or reuniting, because it's a past life connection with this person. Okay, underneath this is the Devil. It's Capricorn energy. I feel like this is talking about the passion that the both of you have for each other in this connection. Okay. Underneath this is the Ten of Cups. Okay. Both of you and this person want to come together and be happy. All right. This is talking about being in love, blending families or having a family together with the Ten of Cups. And then underneath this is the Three of Wands. This is talking about, you waiting for your ships to come in, trying to be patient. And the Tower. Okay. You're waiting for the Tower moment as well. This is Scorpio energy. All right. You're ready for the change, for this situation to change. Okay. Because in the past, there's been a lot of, deception, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of mind games from the people that you've dealt with. And now you're ready to win at all costs. Okay. And you're trying to move forward with the Six of Swords and heal. Okay. All right. So we're going to start by clarifying this Chariot card. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so when it comes to you, you're showing up with the heartbreak card. I think this came up last week. I think it did. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. Oof, there's still a lot of pain. I can touch the card and I can feel the pain. Spirit will let me feel the pain. So with this heartbreak card, I just, my heart goes out to you. I understand how you feel when, things don't work out. But this is about you overcoming this, Taurus, okay? Because y'all are strong. Take that fucking stubbornness that y'all got going for you and refuse to sit in this energy for a long period of time. I'm not telling you to not feel your feelings. Please do that, okay? Because feelings buried alive never die. But Spirit is telling you to not dwell in this, not sit in this, not let this become your new norm, okay? All right. Then we have two other cards. See, yeah, this is why you're heartbroken. The lingering ex. It says whether they're still talking or just secretly hoping, an ex is impacting how this connection is unfolding. So yeah, they're trying to block you energetically for being with this new person. Okay. Then we have undefined. It says you're sharing energy, time, and maybe even intimacy, but no one's naming what this is. If you feel uncertain, it's because the foundation is unclear. This could be talking about the old person, about, the fact that Nothing was ever defined in the connection, even though you tried to do this, okay? All right. So when it comes to your person, this new person, the soulmate, we've got the toxic addictions card showing up. This is starting to show up again. It showed up in Aries' read, and now it's showing up in your read. It's saying substances or behaviors used to numb their feelings, such as drugs, sex, gambling, or alcohol. Okay. Then we have finality. It says farewells, leaving behind, and closure. So your person's walking away from, I feel like, the old status quo. I feel like they're leaving this behind. Okay. And then we have pain. Yeah. Apprehensive, afraid, cautious. Okay. This is why people do these things. This is why there are addictions, because people are trying to cover up their pain. But I feel like this person has realized, your person has realized that this is not helping this, and that they need to walk away from it and, heal it, and then walk away from it so that they can, move past this, or at least get it to a manageable place. Let me say it like that. Okay. All right. So the first card we're going to take a look at represents the past situation for your person. So we've got the 8 of Wands showing up here. Okay. This can talk about communication. It can also speak of manifestation. Let's clarify and see what spirit is, why spirit is bringing this card up. Okay. Okay, so spirit is saying that in the past, your person was very receptive to love. They had an open heart. They had a lot of empathy and a lot of vulnerability in relationships, okay? They also had a lot of realizations about coming out with the open heart, epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings that they've been through as well, okay? Hold on. Yeah, see, this person is coming forward. There's your soulmate right there, okay? And they're coming forward with a confession is what spirit is saying, okay? Okay, so the second placement we're going to look at, Taurus, represents the present situation, okay? What's presently going on. So we got the Fool. It's Aries energy. Your person's wanting to take a leap of faith. They're ready to move forward with you and, move into this connection with you, okay? Let's clarify. Okay. So while this person's waiting to take this leap, they are pretending, wearing the mask, but it's a good thing. It's because they're not going to come forward and give you that confession until it's time, until they get the nudge from spirit, okay? Then we've got mistakes here. It says misunderstood, victim, lost soul. So your person has, made a lot of mistakes when it comes to the past, and they're probably reviewing the mistakes that were made from the people that they were with as well. Okay. So this person feels like, just like you feel like you've been misunderstood, like people never really see you for who you truly are. But this person is going to come in transparent. Okay. So this is going to be them being honest, open, vulnerable, with nothing to hide. Okay. All right. So the next, placement we're going to look at. Let me do this first. I like these cards. I'm going to do these cards first. Okay, for this one. Yeah, there they go. They trying to sneak in the twin. So we're going to throw them over here. All right, so we've got sharing space. It says whether it's moving in or feeling like home in each other's presence, you're aligning on a domestic level. Okay, so you and this person, I feel like after you start to relax and, you come together and come into a committed relationship, you will be moving in with each other, I feel like, for a lot of you. Then we have physical passion. It says this connection is charged with desire. Just make sure hearts aren't getting lost in the heat. Okay. So for some of you, this could start out as the two of you sleeping with each other first, and then it evolving into a relationship. Okay. But no, if this starts out like this person already loves you. So it's not like you are just throwing all caution to the winds. They actually want to be with you and want to marry you. You know this. They actually love you. So then we have different worlds. This is spirit telling you, you and this person are coming from two different backgrounds. See, you may be, two different races. And it says this connection crosses cultures, timelines, or belief systems. And that creates both fascination and friction. Okay. All right. So you and this person will come from, but you've had a lot of similar experiences because you love the same. Okay. All right. So the next card we're going to take a look at represents your person's thoughts. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Wands. Okay, so fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in the chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel like this is how, what they think of you. They feel like you're very attractive. You have a lot going for yourself. And they feel very passionate about you. They feel like you're a very passionate person. And I feel like this person wants to get to know you. They want to go beyond what they've seen by observing you, and also what they've seen by observing you, and they want to see who they want to interact with you and really see who you are. Okay, so we've got blocked passion showing up here. It says when passion is blocked, it usually reflects something deeper. It's time to look beneath the surface and ask what's not being expressed. The passion is blocked right now because the two of you are not together yet. You're in separation, but it will become unblocked when the two of you come together. Okay. All right. Then we have time, waiting, cycles, moments. So this person is waiting. They're just waiting for the proper time for the two of you to come together, as I always tell you, probably every read. Okay. They see you and this relationship as a gift. All right. Next placement we're going to take a look at represents what your person thinks of you. Again, and it's the Seven of Cups. So they think you got a lot going for you, that a lot of people want to be with you. And this is true, Taurus, because I call y'all every reading, right? The hoochies of the zodiac, because y'all always got some motherfuckers that want y'all. And it's not a bad thing at all. It's just funny to me that y'all, these people be pursuing, all these people be after y'all. I think it is so funny, but it's good. It's in a good way, though. I'm not laughing like, ha. I'm laughing in a good way. But with this Seven of Cups, this person feels like, you have a lot of options. Like, you can be with anybody you want to be. Just like I'm sure you feel that same way about them. It's the same thing for them, because they are, they are the boss, the big wig as well, and they have a lot of options, themselves. They have a lot of people that are after them too. Okay, all right, let's clarify. So yeah, this person wants to start a family with you. It says fertility, parenthood, pregnancy. All right, if it's not an actual pregnancy, it could just be the two of you birthing a company together, going into business together. Okay, this person is working on feeling more lovable. Okay, because I feel like those last connections they were in beat them down and made them feel like they weren't lovable because of the way the other people were acting. Okay, hold on. I don't know why I picked this up. Something made me pick it up. Okay, then we've got the Storm Brewing card. This is talking about, a tower moment. This person's foundations are being reshaped just like yours are. Okay, then we have playing games. All right, so this is an end to this is what your person wants, an end to the playing games. It says they've got game, but is it real? Keep your eyes open and don't fall for surface level charm. So this person's going to be watching you just like you're going to be watching them. Okay, and then we have a line future. It says the connection feels solid because you're both facing the same direction. This is a partnership with purpose. So I tell you all this all the time. This person comes in, they're going to want to date you with purpose. There's going to be intention behind everything they do. They're going to make sure they go above and beyond to make sure you understand how serious they are. Okay, so the next thing we're going to take a look at, the next placement, is how this person feels about you. So it's the Ace of Wands. They have a lot of passion. They want a passionate new beginning with you, with the Ace of Wands. Okay, they're ready to start over and do it right this time when it comes to relationships. Yeah, this person wants comfortability. Okay, it says this is the kind of connection that doesn't require performing. You can be messy, quiet, soft, or strong and still feel accepted. This person plans on accepting you exactly the way you come, and they want to be accepted that same way as well. Okay, all right, let's clarify. All right, so we have the hopeless card. It says sinking, despair, falling apart. I feel like in the past, this is how your person felt after the relationships that they had been. They all their relationship fell apart. There was despair. They felt hopeless about their love life. Okay, until they saw you. But now, once they've seen you, you are their fantasy. They daydream about you. They imagine what life's going to be like with you. Okay. All right. Okay, yeah, this person is stepping into their warrior energy. It says, awakened warrior of the heart, surrendered to the ego and struggle. They've reconnected with their heart and the divine, and they are returning to love because they want to love you. Okay. All right. All right. So the next placement we're going to look at represents what your person wants. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, earth sign, or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They want long-term, stable, grounded, committed connection. Okay. They want to be with the person that's the one for them, and it's you. Okay. Let's clarify. I hear that song, baby. What is it? Baby, hold on to me. Is it whatever will be, will be? That's what I hear in my head. Okay, we've got distracted. Okay, it says sidetracked, change, delays. There may be delays because of, both of you having to get yourself together. Things, pop up. I feel like, like I told you, it could be, your person trying to, or your ex-person, the twin, trying to get involved in this, trying to slow it down. And then we've got the independent card. So this is about your person being in that Nine of Pentacles energy just like you are, okay? Or like you're where you're headed. Let me say that. And they're opening themselves back up, being vulnerable, right? Okay. And then we've got false connection. It says this bond may be karmic, temporary, or just meant to teach. Either way, it's not what it appeared to be. It's talking about the twin. So we're going to throw it over here with the twin flame card. Okay, so the next placement we're going to take a look at represents what you need to know about your person. So the Three of Pentacles, this person is taking this seriously, okay? They want collaboration. They want, equal give and take, equal love, equal respect. They want compromise. They want the both of you to come together and build an amazing connection with this Three of Pentacles, okay? Let's clarify. So we got spying. They're spying on you. It says social network information in different ways. They may be spying on you. Some of you is both the social media and in person. Okay. Okay. We've got revelations. So your person, they're getting a lot of revelations about, I feel like, this connection just life in general. Okay. So they're working on opening themselves up because they've been withholding as well because of the pain and what they've experienced with their relationships falling apart. Okay. So when it comes to the advice Spirit has for you, we've got the Seven of Swords and we have the Two of Pentacles. So Spirit is telling you to not deceive yourself. Be honest with yourself. Okay. Because a lot of times we deceive, it's not just other people we may deceive. We deceive ourselves. We don't tell ourselves the truth about what we truly want, about, the things we're doing to self-sabotage, all these things. And I feel like that's what Spirit is talking about with this. Because look at the swords. They're like all stabbing, looks like they're stabbing this bird. Okay. So it's like you self-sabotage. You say consciously you want to have an amazing relationship, but subconsciously you're doing things to mess it up. Like I hear people in the comments all the time. They're like, oh, if it's this person, and if it's a person that has this sign and this sign, I don't want to be with them. And I'm like, but what if your person shows up and they are that sign? You can't, like I said, the things that you've gone through with people that have certain signs, it's not the sign. It's the person. The person just happened to be, the person is that did some asshole shit. They just an asshole and they just happen to be that sign. You can't just say all signs. That's like somebody saying that, I don't know, if somebody, how can I explain? I'm trying to get something that's not offensive. Okay, that's like me saying that if how can I? It's just like when you see those things on TV, right? You see people like racist people on TV when they talk about other races other than them, right? They'll say, "Oh, is this type of person. That's why they doing this. That's why they doing this. That's why they doing that. Because that's just how that them people are." And you can't do that. It's not the person. If you have a bad experience with somebody, like for instance, let's just take the women and men thing. Let's say you are a woman and you have a bad experience with a woman. Like you get into an argument with a woman. You can't. That's like you saying, "Oh, because I had this argument with this woman and this person was, they acted like an asshole, but they just happened to be a woman. All women are assholes." And then you putting yourself in that too, because you saying, "Oh, you can't generalize." You have to just say, "Okay, I went through that bad experience with that person. That particular person showed me assholish qualities, but it's them. It has nothing to do with their signs. It don't have nothing to do with that." Like I said, we all do crazy stuff like that. Like when people talk about Scorpios, let me say that's a good example. Okay, I hear people all the time, like online, like when they talk about the different signs and stuff like that. You'll hear people going off on Scorpios all the time. "Oh, Scorpio this and Scorpio that, and they just act like this and they just act like that, and it." Mm-mm. Just like there's good and bad of everything else, there's good and bad Scorpios. There's light and dark with everything. So there's people that's coming from the light, and that's the sweetest people that are Scorpios. And then there's ones that ain't having it, or they act crazy and whatever. Every sign has light and dark. It ain't just Scorpio or just Pisces or just Cancer or just Aries or just Taurus. It's not that. It's just that particular person that happened to be something that described them was that. And so you gotta let that go and not be hanging on to stuff like that, because that's the way you self-sabotage, is by saying, "Oh, if my person show up," because I'm telling you, spirit like to fuck with people. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. They like to fuck with people. Because the very sign you say, "Oh, I don't like such and such," so if they this and this and that, they'll give you exactly what you say you don't want. That's why I tell you, don't do that. Don't box yourself in by saying that. Okay, you had a bad experience with somebody, they just happen to be that sign. It don't matter. Sometimes you meet people and they'll be the sweetest person in the world, but you don't know what their sign is. And you don't go around saying, "Oh, well, you don't do that." So it's the same thing with this. Okay, that point was a little crazy, but you know what I mean. Don't take an experience you had with one person. It don't matter if you done been in a relationship with 10 damn people, the same damn sign, and you had a bad experience with all of them. It does not mean that the next person that comes into your life is going to be just like them other people, unless you don't fix your negative thoughts and your limiting beliefs. That's what spirit is basically trying to say. Okay? You have to get out of these stereotypes, these ways in which we box ourselves in. Like you'll hear people say, "Oh, if a person has children, I don't want to be with them. Or if they have this, I don't want to be." I'm like, but you never know. What if that person is the greatest person in the world, and you end up being the happiest fucking person you can be in the world with that person? You gonna block them off because they got kids, or you gonna block them off because they a damn sign that you don't like? Cause that's like look, when you say that if somebody is a certain sign, you don't want to deal with them, or you say if they're a certain race, you don't want to deal with them. What you're doing is you are blocking yourself off. You're cutting off potential people you could be in a connection with. Okay? That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Stop self-sabotaging. Stop that. It's about, look, at the end of the day, Taurus, it's about how the person treats you, okay? And how the two of you are together. That's them the only two things that should matter. How they treat you, how the two of you are together. Because if you go in saying that shit about everybody, if they that sign, it's going to be this, and that, guess what's going to happen? Guess what's going to happen? The very thing you saying is going to happen, that's what's going to happen. So it's like you You speaking it into existence, basically, is what I'm trying to get you to understand. You got to have an open mind when it comes to this, because you don't know what you're going to get. You already know that the person coming in is going to be you're going to be from a different background as this person, okay? And so you got to let the stereotypes and all that other bullshit, you got to let it fucking go. Just like you don't want them saying, what if they say, oh, well, if the person's a Taurus, I don't want to be with them. You know you will feel offended if somebody says some shit like that to you. So think about it. Think about that when you're saying this about these people, because you don't know. This, like I said, this could be the greatest love of your life, and you saying because it's a certain sign, you don't want to be with them. It's open mind. Keep an open mind. It's about how they treat you and how the two of you are together. Okay, all that other shit is bullshit. That's all it is. It's something that you say to yourself or you do to yourself to stop yourself from being in a connection. That's some shit that you need to look at when we talk about limiting beliefs and the stuff you use to block yourself. That's one of them, by saying stuff like that. Because I used to be like that. I used to be like, oh, well, if it's this, I can't fuck with this person. I can't fuck with nobody. Like, you can't do that, because like I said, the very person that's gonna be your be all and end all and treat you like a fucking queen or a king and put you on a pedestal and do all the things you want them to do might very well be that one thing you said you don't want to deal with. Okay? And so you have to give people a chance. Just like you don't want somebody to put you in a box at face value because of your sign. Don't do that to other people. Okay, let's go. So the advice for you, Spirit is telling you, don't self-sabotage. Stop saying that stuff about, oh, well, if it's this, if it's that, You want the love of your life. And the way I'm saying it is I want the love of my motherfucking life. And whatever package Spirit put it in, that's what we gonna go with. Because it's all about quality and not quantity. I'm tired. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of being out here with all these people, and you don't know this and you don't know that. Spirit is telling you, this person that's coming, that's your soulmate. This is the person, okay? Your work is pretty much almost done for you, because the person's already in love with you. They watch you. They're enamored with you. They want to be with you. They ain't looking at nobody else. They just like, it's going to be me and you, baby. Let's go to the Casbah. You know, like Pepe Le Pew, let's go to the Casbah. That's what they telling you, right? So what you got to understand is it's about you keeping an open mind, basically, okay? No more juggling. No more self-sabotaging by telling yourself, oh, well, if it's this, I'm not. If it's no, it should be about how the person is treating you. If you saying, okay, I'm not going to put up with nobody disrespecting me, that's different. Or if you say, I'm not, but you can't say all whatever sign, I don't know, all whatever sign is disrespectful. You can't say that, because that's not true. That's not true. There's always an exception to every fucking rule, and you have to remember that, okay? So we've got the 1 day card falling and the bitterness card. So Spirit is telling you, let go of the resentment, the anger, all the hurt that you've been through. Release it, okay? And then we've got the 1 day. It says someday, somewhere, another time. I feel like this Spirit is saying that, this person's going to show up when it's time, okay? It could be someday, it could be somewhere. You don't know. You don't know when, you don't know where, basically, okay? All right, let's pull some more cards. Okay, so your person's sending you, messages through music. I'm supposed to be pulling your cards and not theirs. Okay, and then, this is about you being abundant, okay? So it shouldn't matter, as long as you get what it is you desire, which is the true love that you want. It shouldn't matter what package it comes in. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. Because look, we got, hold on. All these cards fell. Hold on one second. Okay, so we got rushing things showing up here. Spirit is telling you to stop rushing. It says rushing through the romance, hit pause and let things simmer. Good things take time, and so does lasting love. Okay, you're going to be with this person forever. What is the fucking rush is what Spirit is telling you, okay? Then we have, look, divine timing. They going to smack you with it. You know we hate this. We hate to see this, but it's going to come up. It says things may feel slow or uncertain, but the universe is right on time. Love is unfolding exactly when it's meant to. Okay. Then we have living the dream. It says living the dream isn't a solo gig. Every day feels like the best plot twist when you're with the one you love. So Spirit is telling you, don't get down. Have faith. Know that this person is coming. Okay. You are not meant to be alone. That's what Spirit is telling you with this card. Okay. Then we have unspoken feelings. You're not imagining the undercurrent. There's an emotional charge here that no one's fully naming yet. So, like I said, it may take time for the two of you to be completely open and honest with each other, but that's okay. Take your time. There is no rush, okay? You have the potential, like I said, to be with this person for the rest of your life. So don't rush it. Just enjoy, savor the connection, savor this time of you coming together and getting to know each other and telling each other the stories and stuff like that. Because that beginning part is really, that honeymoon phase is really nice. So savor it. Stop trying to rush everything. Okay. All right. So the last card we're going to take a look at is the outcome. Look, oh, you got the Ace of Cups, Taurus. Okay. So just don't be blocking yourself. Don't be blocking yourself from this stuff by putting up stipulations and stuff. Don't do that. Okay. So with this Ace of Cups, we got the confessions card. Okay. I hear Usher, these are my confessions, but it's not them confessions that he confessing in that song, but that's just the part that Spirit played in my head. Okay. All right. So you're going to be receiving messages from this person. This person is going to come clean. Okay. See, they're showing up with trust issues just like you are. Afraid to be hurt, doesn't trust themselves, finds ways not to trust people, insecure. They're working on this. All right. Hold on. Yeah. The two of you are, at a distance for a lot of you, or you, like I say, you may have, this could be about y'all traveling together, but for most of you, I feel like you're at a distance to your person. You're showing up with a passive card. Aries got this same card. It's saying avoiding direct or clear communication, fear of intimacy or competition, making excuses, blaming others, playing the victim, hiding anger. Okay. I feel like some of y'all are in this energy because you angry that this person is not here yet. Some of y'all ain't ready yet. You're not ready yet for this person to come in. Look, they got shit they dealing with here, the withholding. Look at the toxic addiction card. They got things that they're working through, and you have things as well. So don't be getting mad at them. They are wanting to be with you just as much as you want to be with them, but you can't be getting angry and mad at them that they're not here. They're going to show up when the time is right. And those of you that's having problem with this patience, that's one of the things you're learning is to have patience and to know that when the time is right, you're going to get what you're supposed to get. Like I said, this is what is for you is not going to pass you by. Okay. Look at what's showing up. It says toxic talk here. It says the way you're speaking to each other is causing harm, not healing. Words have energy, and right now they're wounding. So whatever is going on with this Taurus, okay, the passive aggressive energy and the toxic talk, you gotta deal with that. You gotta nip it in the bud. Okay, this is about you not making the mistakes you've made in the past, about you learning from them. Okay. And not repeating them again. All right. Okay. So let's move forward. Let's get some messages from Spirit. See what else they want to tell you. Let me get these first. So we have chaos. It says unexpected, unforeseen events have created disturbances and disorder in this partnership. You know who that is. Okay, then we have dream state. It says there is communication and energetic exchanges on the soul level in the 5D. I told you that, right? You and your person are already together in the 5D, and that is one of the reasons you getting the music and all this stuff from your person, because you're communicating with each other in the 5D. So we've got wise counsel showing up. It says seek guidance from trusted friends or mentors to help you along. Okay, then we have vortex of change. It says engage with the vortex of change, where energy swirl in transformative dances, molding anew. Okay, just accept change. That's what I'm gonna say. Then we got saving grace, forgiving yourself and others, heals the wound and sets you free. Okay, because you don't want, that's what I'm saying. Those of you that, you know, you tied, you want to completely cut your hands and cut ties from this past person. That's what it's about. And that's one of the ways you do it, is by forgiving them. Okay, like I said, it may seem counterintuitive, because I know some of y'all want to hang on to the anger, and just that could be one of the reasons why the passive card is here as well. You may want to hang on to the anger because you're heartbroken from, you know, what happened between you and this person, and I get it. But what you got to understand is, hanging on to this pain and stuff like that, is you're not hurting the other person. You're only hurting yourself. Okay. All right. Let's get some messages. Let's see what your person, the soulmate, wants to tell you. Okay. We've got, you're my heart's desire. We have, spirit is guiding me back to you. And like I said, coming back because it's a past life connection. Okay. Hold on. Okay, and then we have, I've realized that I'm settling whenever I'm not with you. Okay, so this person knows they don't want to be with anybody else. They know that you're the one for them. Okay, we have I am waiting patiently. Okay, I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. I'm so attracted to you. I can be myself with you. Okay. I see life differently now. I feel like it's, you know, after the healing, after all the things that they've gone through. Bottom of the deck, I feel so happy with you. Okay. All right. And then, oh, we got one more. It says, I wonder how you feel. Okay. Then we've got, let's get these. Got, it's time to tell you how I truly feel for you. Okay. We have, I always carry you in my heart. I've never felt about anyone the way I feel about you. I just want to be with you, period. And then we have, I'm always talking about you to my friends. Okay. So this person, you know, they tell everybody about you. And they'll love you always and forever. Okay. Then we've got, let me get these. Come on. Okay. We have love. And we also have surprise. So it says love. I want to make love to you in a way you've never experienced before. I want intimacy in every way possible with you. I just want us to know each other like no one else before us has ever known. Your touch, your voice really heals me. Okay. Then we have surprise. It says, I am planning to surprise you soon with a gift from the heart. Get ready to receive something special soon that expresses how I feel about you. The gift could come in any form in the physical or spiritual realms, and it will bring us closer. The romantic gesture, 3D communication, or telepathic communication is on its way to you. Okay. Okay. And then let's get, we're going to pull some oracle cards and see what else spirit wants to tell you. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so we got 4 cards that fell here. Hold on one second. Okay, we have real feelings. It says you share true romantic feelings worth exploring. Okay. Then we have burning desire, flames of passion ignite. Okay. Then we have psychic connection. Yep. It says your communication goes beyond mere words. Then we have forgiveness. There it is again. Forgiveness. Can't make it up. It says allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. Okay. So spirit is telling you, let go, Taurus, of this heartbreak. Okay. Allow it to run its course and then let it go. All right. I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to delve further into new love with your soulmate by taking a look at, you know, what drives them. okay, in this connection, to be in this connection with you. Oh, we got the truth here with the Ace of Swords. Okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we're just going to go and pull the cards for each question as it comes up, okay? So overall energy this week, Taurus, for your reading is the Eight of Swords. This is talking about feeling stuck, okay? You know, it could just be caught up in lack or limiting beliefs. And, you know, there's a need to deal with this, as we always talk about. With the world, this is all signs. It's talking about, you know, closing out those old cycles, opening up new doors and opportunities for yourself by overcoming personal challenges with the world. I feel like that's what both you and your person are doing at this time. With the Six of Swords, this can also talk about, you know, speak of more healing, you know, moving from rough waters into calmer waters. And it can also speak of, you know, just moving forward, knowing that what happened in the past is over and you're just moving forward into your new life, okay? With the Princess of Swords, air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, this is normally the Page of Swords. It can speak of delays. It can also talk of watching. You are watching your person may be watching you as well, okay? With the Knight of Wands, fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this is talking about both of you taking a risk to step into this connection because you've both had missed opportunities in the past with this Four of Cups, okay? And you're worried. There is worry on both sides of this connection with the Nine of Swords, okay? All right, so we're going to start by clarifying the Eight of Swords. So you got the 8 and the 9. I don't know if you watched the Twin Flame reading that I put out yesterday, but you need to go back. Some of you need to go back and watch that because I'm pulling similar cards to what showed up in that reading. So that's telling me that, you know, some of you from this collective have to do with that reading as well. Okay, let's clarify. Okay. Oof, you got all these cards just falling out. Okay, so this is talking about with this Eight of Swords, it's being clarified by the backstabbing card. It fell upside down. This is about an end to the backstabbing, okay? Being in a connection with your person where you're going to be able to leave a legacy. All right, that's like the 10 of Pentacles. We've got love lessons here. It says, don't let a history of failed relationships get you down. Gather the lessons and ditch the baggage, okay? So it's about you learning from what you experienced in the past. Then we have blocked passion. It says when passion is blocked, it usually reflects something deeper. It's time to look beneath the surface and ask what's not being expressed. So I almost caught up on the expressed word because I was wanting to say repressed at the same time. So this is telling me, you know, this is what Spirit is saying with this card is when you bottle up or repress your emotions about one thing, you end up doing it about a lot of other things because, you know, emotions just are, and it's not, the emotions you have are not just for one person. They're for a lot of different things and a lot of different people around you. And so Spirit is telling you, if you're trying to block something from things that happened in the past, it needs to be healed because it's stopping you from feeling what you need to feel in the current situation with this new person that's coming in, okay? All right, then we have digital love. It says you're vibing through the screens, but don't romanticize a connection that hasn't been tested in real life. Some of you met your person online. It may have been through online dating, social media, a lot of different ways with the digital love card. But I feel like Spirit is saying, you know, you got to test this connection in real life, even though, you know, you are talking to this person, they're talking to you, you're feeling all the feels, okay? All right, let's pull some cards for your person. Okay, with your person, they're thinking a lot about their situation, okay? They're preparing for action when the time comes with these two cards. And then we have the numbing card showing up here. I feel like that's talking about, you know, your twin. We ain't gonna even go there. Okay, let me pull these cards too. Okay, this card comes out for everybody. Okay, this person wants family. parenthood, pregnancy, whether it's a combined connection, combined family, like your kids and their kids, and or you're combining and having kids at the same time, or one or the other. Okay. It could also speak of, like I've told y'all in the past, building an empire with your person. Okay. There's longing, craving, aching, and wanting on both sides of this connection. It's not just you. Your person wants to be with you just as badly as you want to be with them. Okay. So when it comes to what you're going to learn from this person, we've got several different cards that fell. We have the Two of Swords here. We have the Empress, Taurus Libra energy, and we have the Three of Swords. So I feel like you're going to learn how to choose the right person with this Three of Swords card. With the Two of Swords, how to stop ignoring the red flags, take your head out of the sand, look at what needs to be seen, and use your discernment. And with the Empress card, this is about you learning how to stand in your power, know your worth. And it's also talking about opening yourself up emotionally. Okay. Because we just had that card, blocked passion, right? So it is referring to the fact that you've got some healing to do to be able to open yourself up completely emotionally to this person the way they want to open themselves up to you. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Okay, on your side, okay, we've got loves your scent. This person's going to love the way you smell, whether it's just your normal body scent or it could be, an actual perfume that you wear. Okay. Then we have the happiness and contentment card. This person's going to bring you a lot of both. Okay. Then we have unspoken feelings. Again, we're talking about this. So some of y'all really, really need to look at the places in which in your life and areas in your life where you are suppressing your emotions, because it's going on a lot, because several different cards that are talking about the same thing keep coming up with spirit. And it says, you're not imagining the undercurrent. It says there's an emotional charge here that no one's fully naming yet. So it is talking about when the two of you get together, it's going to be a thing where nobody's saying anything at first. And I feel like it's eventually going to come to the forefront. But spirit is also saying you got to do the work so that when it's time, you're prepared to open yourself up to this person in response to them. Okay. Then we have aligned future here. It says your connection feels solid because you're both facing the same direction. This partnership is with purpose. This is a partnership with purpose. So the two of you are coming together with intention. It's not a thing where you playing games, you playing around, 10 years later, you're unmarried and you pissed off because you want to be married, but this person is not budging. It's not that type of a relationship. It's not that type of party. Okay. All right. So let's get some messages from your person. I mean, not messages, but let's clarify. Okay. So with your person, they want a fresh start. Okay. They're thinking a lot about this situation, sitting in solitude. Okay. And then we also have the inner child card. Okay. So this they could have kids, but I feel like this is talking about inner childhood wounding. And I feel like that's what they're working on, what they're taking care of here. Okay. All right. Okay. This card keeps coming up. It came up for Aries. It's coming up for you now. It says unsent text. A message was typed with intention and then deleted out of fear. The silence says more than the words would have. I feel like your person, this new person, they trying to when the time comes, they're trying to figure out what they're going to say when the time comes. And I feel like that's why this is doing this, because it's why this card keeps coming up, because this person, you mean so much to this person. They don't want to mess this up. And I feel like they're trying to get the words just right, what they want to tell you when the time comes. Okay. All right. So we've got, okay, sorrow, grief, loss, depression. And then we also have the apology card. It says forgiveness, return, sorry. So I'm saying this. I feel like this is coming up. This is coming up a second time. It came up in the Aries read. It came up actually in the Twin Flame reading as well, if I remember correctly. There is a small portion of you. Only take this if it resonates. It's not everybody's message. Where something happened. You came together with your soulmate and something happened. Something fell apart. It didn't go the way it was supposed to go in the beginning. And I don't know why that is, because everybody's story is going to be different. But You owe either this person owes you an apology, you could possibly owe them an apology, or the both of you may owe each other an apology. Okay, take it as it resonates. You know who what. Okay, just because I'm saying you owe an apology, you may not owe an apology. I said you could possibly owe one, or your person owes one. Somebody in this connection owes one. Okay, because there's law. This person's grieving the loss of you. Okay, and sitting in a mini depression because of whatever went wrong between the two of you. And I feel like they're going to come back to fix it. All right. Okay. So the next placement we're going to take a look at represents an accurate portrayal of your person's personality. So let's pull the cards and see what Spirit has to say. Okay. Hold on. So we have the Devil, Capricorn energy, the Three of Wands, and we have the Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this is going to be somebody, okay, with that is very patient with the Three of Wands, okay? With the Queen of Pentacles, this is also talking about them being dedicated, stable, committed, someone grounded, all right? And with the Devil energy, this is talking about someone very passionate as well, okay? Okay, let's clarify. It's so funny. This card flew out and it flew all the way to the side. Like Spirit said, this card is coming out, but I'm throwing it over to the side because I know you're going to throw it over to the side. It's a twin flame card, so I'm throwing it over here. So it says, this person is ascending, okay? And you and this person may be coming together in the winter time, which is like next month for us in the United States. I don't know when your winter is because I know people from all over the world watch me, but the winter card is what's showing up here, okay? Or it could be you may already be together with this person and you may be making it official in the winter time. Okay, let me get... I don't know. There they go again. Twin flame. Okay. It says chasing, pursuit, and resilience. So this person's going to be chasing you. They're going to be, going out of their way to show you exactly how they feel for you. Okay. They don't want to get nothing mixed up. All right. When they get ready to tell you how they feel, they going to come out. Okay. Like gangbusters and be courting you and trying to, treat you right to show you exactly how they feel. Okay. So they know you are their divine feminine, or you're standing in your or sitting in your divine feminine energies. Then we've got interfering temptations. This is talking about y'all's exes coming back, trying to fuck shit up between the two of you. I told you that, right? I told you Spirit is saying that, and these cards are starting to come out because a lot of you have already come into union with your person, or you are about to. Is right around the corner. For some of you, because we got the winter card showing up here, Taurus, right? So that's why all of these things are starting to show up like this. And you see where this twin keeps trying to show up here, okay? Because they trying to fuck shit up because they can tell that you are moving forward, okay? Let's move on. So this is about you and this person, you and your soulmate, not making the same mistakes twice, not making the same mistakes again. Okay. It says different face, same emotional fallout. Until you choose differently, you'll keep attracting the same script. Okay. It's like a black hole, right? A black hole here. You just going down the rabbit hole over and over and over again until you learn what you're supposed to learn. That's why I tell you it's just important for you to go ahead and learn those lessons now so you don't have to repeat them again in the future. Then we have ride or die. This is how you and this person are going to be. It says it's about unwavering loyalty, the kind that stays through thick and thin. You've got to ride or die by your side, cherish and defend them fiercely. Okay? It's going to be a thing where can't nobody mess with you. Can't nobody mess because they're going to be like, if you mess with her, he finna come after you and vice versa. They don't play about each other. Okay? All right. I think that is it for this. Yeah. Okay. So the next placement we're going to take a look at represents the driving force of this person's intention to be with you. Okay. What is driving them to want to be with you? So got the Six of Pentacles here. We have the Eight of Wands. And then we got the Queen of Wands. Fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They find you incredibly sexy. not sexual, incredibly sexy. This is also talking about them, seeing you thriving. You're the type of person that they want to be with because you have similar qualities. They have a lot of passion for you as well. All right. With the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, this person wants to, communicate with you. They want to come together with you because the Eight of Wands can be a manifestation card too as well. And they're wanting to manifest an equal love, equal give and take between the two of you. Okay, let's clarify. Okay. Oof. So, as your twin again, player. Just looking for a good time. All right. Okay, you are working on your self-insecurities with this card. Okay, and then we've got emotional safety. That's what this person is going to provide you with. This is what you're going to provide them with. Okay, it says you don't have to walk on eggshells, hide your feelings, or second guess yourself. This connection holds you with care. Okay, this connection, like I told you, is about you being authentically yourself, being your weird self, whatever way you're weird, because I feel like everybody got little quirks and things about them that are weird. Okay, I don't feel like everybody is mainstream. I feel like there are things that weirdness that we have within ourselves that we don't show everybody. But with this person, you're gonna be able to do that because I told you they want you stripped down mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, pun intended. Okay, and I don't mean stripped down in a negative way. Like they want you to feel so safe with them that you'll be your total, complete, and authentic self. Okay. Then we have the divine timing card. It says things may feel slow or uncertain, but the universe is right on time. Love is unfolding exactly when it's meant to. Okay. All right. So let's pull some cards for your person. Woo. Oh, as I'm popping out, they got lots to say. Woo. Okay. This person has felt bound in the past to the people that they were in connections with. And because of that, they are doing shadow work on themselves because they're trying to make sure they don't have nothing. They're not bound to anybody else. They only want to be with you. Okay. They are working on forgiveness. Okay. Forgiving themselves, forgiving other people. And then we've got recognition. There's going to be soul recognition when you and this person come together. You're going to know. It's going to be like those movies where it's not going to I don't think it's going to happen like in the 3D, but it's like, you know how you meet somebody and it's something like energetic happens. It's like an activation. It's like something energetic happens like in the movies where the spotlight comes on the person and the person it's like spirit is like, that's the person. I feel like that's how you gonna feel when you come into contact with this person. You're gonna be like, oh God, okay, it's them, because you're gonna feel a certain affinity, feel a certain way, but you still go slowly. Okay. All right. All right. So, okay, we've got shocking. It says turmoil, trouble, unexpected. These are the X's. I told you, coming at you. All right. Yeah. Broken, shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. These X's. Okay. But this is going to be about clarity. Okay. Truth, intentions, honesty. This is how this person is going to come towards you. And I feel like they're going to inspire you to show up the same way with them. All right. So the next placement is, how does this person truly feel about you? Let's see. Okay, we have King of Swords, air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Princess of Wands, which is normally the Page of Wands, fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We got the Two of Cups, and we've got the Ten of Swords. So this person feels like you've been through it just like they have with this Ten of Swords card, been betrayed, cheated on, mistreated, all the things that have happened to them. They realize energetically, I feel like, that the both of you are on a level playing field when it comes to that, what you've experienced. Okay. This person wants to, they feel like you are the person because this is the type of energy they sit in. They're very independent. This is somebody, I tell you, that's top shelf. They can be with anybody they want to be with. And I feel like when you got your shit together, it's the same thing. You can be with anybody you want to be with as well, right? Look at all them people that's always in your face, right? Right, Taurus? So I'm saying all this to say, this person feels like with you, they can shine bright like a diamond and not have to worry about, you know how some people, when you try to glow or you glow up or something like that, you have like certain people that are in relationships with other people and they're jealous of their partner and stuff like that. They feel like they can be the successful person that they are and you don't have a problem with it. And also feel like they feel like you stimulate them, not just physically and emotionally. It's a mental thing as well. This is going to be a partnership that's based on substance and not just, ooh, they look good and ooh, they make me feel like this. Is not just that. Not to say that those things aren't just as, they aren't just as necessary, right? Just as important. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that it's going to be different because you're going to stimulate each other and amp each other up in all areas, okay? And then with the Princess of Wands, they're very curious about you. They're very excited about coming together with you. They want to communicate with you. And with the Two of Cups, it is a strong connection, mutual attraction between the two of you. And this is the soulmate card. So this person does know that you are a soulmate. Okay, let's clarify. Okay, we have Muse. You inspire this person, okay? And this person is focused on their material world. They feel like you are as well at this time, okay? Because you're trying to get your coin in order. I tell you that. You got to stand on your own 2 feet. It's not that they can't or won't help you. It's not that. It's that you're coming, the two of you are coming together on the same level. Okay, because with the past people, especially this last person, it was like this with you up here and this person down here, and they weren't wanting to come up here. They were wanting to bring you down. And so it's not going to be that type of party with this person. The both of you are gonna meet each other on the same level playing field, and you're gonna continue to amp each other and continue to move forward and move up. Okay, so we've got the return card showing up here. It says second chance, opportunity, making amends. Okay. So this person is coming back for the two of you to have a second chance, not saying you were together before, not in this lifetime, in a past lifetime. That's why it's saying that. A second chance at love, another opportunity to be in a healthy love relationship, okay? That's what the second chance is showing up again. It says reconciliation, making amends, a new opportunity basically, okay? And then you're thinking about each other. They're missing you, craving you, desiring you, okay? So the next placement talks about, this is going to be some cards to describe your relationship in the near future. Okay, so we got 5 of Pentacles showing up here. We have the Queen of Cups, okay, which is Scorpio energy. It shows up, it's Scorpio spirit is telling me. And then the 7 of Wands. So I feel like you both are going to go from feeling left out in the cold, okay? Feeling like you have to defend your energy or defend yourself against other people, right? Into stepping into a relationship where both of you have a lot of love for each other with the Queen of Cups, okay? Let's clarify. Okay. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of compromise in this connection. You're going to be learning a lot of lessons from each other, okay? And you're both going to learn to surrender to the connection, okay? And to trust in each other, surrender to each other, okay? All right, hold on. Okay, yeah, this person is stepping into this energy, being very receptive, but with an open heart. They have empathy, and they're going to be vulnerable, okay? They're working on that during this separation, during the time that the two of you have this space with each other. You're at a distance, okay? But there's a lot of attraction, a lot of spark, a lot of passion. When it comes to you, This person admires your beauty. Okay. They're your twin there with the anger issues. Okay. You're going to be cutting off people that no longer serve you. And, you know, this person's going to come in and it's going to, whatever chaos you still have left in your world after you've done in your own healing. Because remember, you're 100% responsible for your well-being, okay, and your emotional well-being. This person, you and this person together are going to shatter whatever chaos is left, okay? But you're going to have people coming in still trying to do some shit, all right? All right. One more card here. So we've got, yeah, you're putting an end to the false connections here. It says the bond may be karmic, temporary, or just meant to teach. The bond may be karmic, temporary, or just meant to teach. Either way, it's not what it appeared to be. That's we talking about both of y'all with these old connections y'all were in, the past ones. Because like I said, you're not the only person that's been through what they have as well. Hold on, I'm trying to find my card because I threw it and it fell somewhere. Okay. Ooh, I got it. I hate when that happens. Okay. All right. So let me get one more. Oof, all these things are coming out. Okay. Because look, once a cheater, you know that's your twin. Okay, it says living the dream. It says living the dream isn't a solo gig. Every day feels like the best plot twist when you're with the one you love. Okay? All right. So that's what it's going to be. You and this person living the dream. If that's what you choose. Okay, so the last question or placement represents, this is going to be a message from your person's higher self. So I'm going to use these cards and see what they want to tell you. Okay. Okay. This is from your person's higher self. It says unworthy. It says our love will be the greatest love you've ever known. Do you have doubts about your worthiness to receive this love? Okay, that's what they're asking you. This is something you need to ask yourself. There's a reason why it's coming out. Then we have toxic. It says, would you want to expose your soulmate to the person that you are today? Are you the person that I deserve to be with? Okay, this is where you need to ask yourself because you got to be ready. I'm telling y'all. What y'all got to understand is you've never experienced anything like this before where you're healthy and this other person is healthy and you're coming together to have a healthy relationship. Okay. And so that's why these questions, your person's higher self is asking you these questions. Okay. You might want to run it back if you need to think about them or journal on them or whatever. Okay. Let me see, get one more. Okay, and we have aware. It says, I've worked hard on becoming the best version of myself. I'm ready for a healthy relationship with my soulmate. They're telling you, okay? And they're going to want, you to be, look at it, take it as seriously as they take it. That's what they want, okay? All right. Let's get some messages from Spirit. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. Hold on. Okay, so we have emerging dawn. It says, trust that every ending is another beginning coming in disguise. Okay? We always say that it's always darkest before the dawn. It says saving grace. It says forgiving yourself and others heals the wound and sets you free. Okay? Then we have hurtful events. It says, as you navigate this challenging time, learn to let go of the past so it won't weigh you down. All right? They're just basically, we're, re-summarizing what we just talked about in the connection. In the reading. All right, let's get some messages from your person. See what they want to tell you. Ooh. We have, I'm ready to commit to you 100%. I fantasize about you every day. I have a confession to make, okay? As I feel like that's them wanting to come towards you and tell you how they feel. Let's get some other stuff, some other messages. Okay, we have, I would just hold you. It says, just to help you relax, to make you feel loved and cared for, to make you feel heard and understood. I won't offer advice you don't need. I would just hold you as long as you allow. So this person, like I said, they want to create a safe emotional space, or a safe space for anything, not just emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, the whole 9 yards. They want you to feel safe with them and to be able to open up because they want to know you, who you truly are, Taurus. Okay. Okay. We have 3 cards here. It says love. All right. We've got illusion and we have mind. Let's do love. It says, I want to make love to you in a manner to which you've never experienced before. I want intimacy in every way possible with you. I just want us to know each other like no one else before us has ever known. You see what I'm saying? Oh, these are the same words. It says your touch, your voice really heals me. Okay. Like I said, it's going to be a very healing connection. Illusion. I may be quiet right now, but you are always on my mind. Remember that separation is an illusion. We are always together. We are drawn together by faith. Trust your intuition. I'm working hard behind the scenes to heal and reach out to you, and I will reach out to you soon. Stay strong for me. I'm coming back home. Okay. Then we have mine. It says, I want to take the honoring path towards you, so I'm taking responsibility for my situation first. I'm coming forward to tell you what it takes to make you mine. Excuse me. I'm coming forward to tell you how I feel. I know I have what it takes to make you mine. I'm ready for our new beginning. Okay. And we're going to get these romantic fairies. It says, I keep dreaming about us together. Like I say, you are always on this person's mind. I miss you more and more every day. I hear, was it Elvis in my head? You are always on my mind. You are always on my mind. That's what I hear. I can't keep going on without you. Okay. Like I said, it's just as difficult for this person to be away from you as it is for you to be away from them. Okay. They want to be with you too. We've got memento. It says a gift from someone special. So you may be getting a gift from them. It says falling in love. I hear again that song, could it be I'm falling in love with you? I think it's is it Temptations? I don't know. Somebody will tell me. Thank you for telling me in the comments. It says sudden feelings that this is the one. Okay. I told you it's going to be like, you going to know. It says holiday, enjoy a change of scenery to spice up your love life. And then love language, quality time, be the witness to each other's lives. Okay. All right, Taurus, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Welcome back to Lee's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to delve further into new love with your soulmate by taking a look at another spread, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. One more time. Okay. Okay, Taurus. Overall energy for this week's reading. Woo, we starting off already. 7 of Swords. This talks about lies. It can talk about cheating. It can talk about, just all manner of just fucked up shit. Deception, right? It can be deception, somebody deceiving you. It can also be you deceiving yourself as well. Underneath this is the 3 of Cups. Okay, this is talking about union. It's a soulmate card. It can speak of friendship, celebration. Underneath this is the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is talking about a past life connection. You know this. We tell you this every week, that your soulmate and you have had many past lives together. This can also, it's a soulmate card as well. And it can also just talk about, nostalgia, thinking about the past, okay? Thinking about past relationships, okay? Because look at all these cups lined up here. My attention is being drawn to these cups, like, lined up, like you looking at all your past relationships lined up and taking a look and figuring out what the patterns are and things like that and learning from them, okay? Underneath this is the Tower, Scorpio energy. This can talk about your foundation being blown up, literally, right? So that you can build a new one in the proper manner. And this is about you standing your ground, knowing your worth, not being afraid to set your boundaries, okay? That's what's gonna cause this fucking Tower moment. Because some of you need to fix your boundaries. You cannot be afraid to let people know how far they can go, okay? Because if they got a problem with it, you need to, it's better you know that now than, 5-10 years down the motherfucking line, okay? All right, then we got the Strength card showing up here. This is Leo energy. This is about you believing in yourself, building up your courage, building up your inner strength, because it's going to take strength to be in a relationship. I don't care if it's healthy or not. It still takes strength. It's a risk, and you learn a lot about yourself. It is about you being your best self and your person being their best self so you can have the best relationship you can have. Because I remember I watched this thing and it talked about, it was like marriage, and it was like different couples, right? Different African American couples. Some had been, were newlyweds and had been married a year on up to like 15, 16, 20 years, 20, 30 years. And they were talking about how one of the ladies said that was married, she said, the one thing she'd learned about being in a marriage is that the marriage is only as strong as the two separate people, and that the more she worked on herself, the better the marriage became, okay? So that's what this is about. This is about you showing up the right way, your person showing up the right way, so that you can show up for each other together, okay? All right, so we're going to start by clarifying the Seven of Swords. Okay, so we've got confusion, emotions, unclear. Let me pull another card. So you may be confused. That's what you may be confused about. Oh, Lord. We got, okay, let me say this before we start talking about this card. You may be confused about certain things. There may be certain things that happened to you in the past that you have not reconciled, okay? Reconciled with. And this can also talk about like red flags, like things about yourself that you may be refusing to see. Certain deceptions, like maybe, when you're in a relationship with somebody, you turn a blind eye to certain behaviors. Like that could be what it's about, because that's what's coming to mind is what I just said. So it could be, stuff like this. You don't deserve this, Taurus. You don't deserve for nobody to treat you like this. If this is not what you want, okay? If this is not some type of agreement, or y'all have an open relationship or something like this, you don't deserve that, okay? And it's about you standing in your power and knowing your worth to the point that you're not afraid to be alone rather than be with the wrong person, okay? Because that's what this is about. Once you are able to do that, to stand by yourself, you're not afraid to be alone, nobody can control you, because they know that if they don't fucking dance to the beat, you'll be gone. You'll be a motherfucking savage. Nobody can touch you. Be goddamn invincible. Because can't nobody motherfucking manipulate you. They can't control you. They can't tell you, all this crazy shit to try to manipulate you and make you feel a certain way. Because you'll be like, okay, if you can't, because I'm talking about reasonable boundaries. I'm not talking about no crazy stuff. But I feel like, if you have reasonable boundaries and you around people that don't want to fucking respect them, Houston, we have a problem, okay? And so until you learn how to assert yourself, okay? Like I say, you always have to pick your battles, but not when it comes to people stepping on your toes. Because if if like, for instance, somebody is, let's say somebody's lying. If somebody's lying to you, Taurus, right? I don't know about you, but that's a pet peeve of mine. I don't like no shit like that. Because you see how I am on this channel, right? I tell you the motherfucking truth, even if it fucking hurts. I'm going to tell you the goddamn truth. Because I would rather do that than to candy coat or sugarcoat some shit, make you believe something that ain't really what's going on. I'm not helping you by doing that, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings by telling you the truth. But I'm trying to, get you past shit like this. Because like I said, I don't believe in no shit like that. I feel like even if you want to be with other people, I feel like this. What is wrong with coming to somebody and being honest about it? Because I would have more respect for you that you came to me and was honest about it, even if we couldn't come to an agreement about it. Because there are people out there that don't give a fuck. If you wanna be with them and then go out there and be with other people, it's people that are like that. And I'm not judging anybody or saying anything like that. What I'm saying, the problem is, and I've told y'all this before, many times before. The problem is when you trying to fucking pull the wool over somebody's eyes, like you think they ain't ever gonna fucking find out, like you some type of fucking magician or something with a rabbit in a hat. I just don't get that, you know, because this is the thing. When I watch shit on TV, like shows, TV shows, movies, and things like that, and motherfuckers start lying, I'm like, why are you even wasting your time with the lies? Because some kind of way, whatever's in the dark is always going to come to light. And then you end up wasting your time, wasting this other person's time, all the people that are involved. You wasting everybody's fucking time when you could just come out, be motherfucking honest, and let's move on. Because like I said, even if y'all can't come to Jesus about it and you can't come to agreement about it, at least you can say the motherfucker told you the truth. At least you can say they told you the truth, and at least you could trust them because they fucking told you the damn truth, right? Instead of just going out there and not giving a fuck about your health and not giving a fuck about theirs and not giving a fuck about other people's feelings, just thinking about what they fucking want. You see what I'm saying? This is the things, these are the things I'm talking about, you know? Even if you don't agree with somebody going out like that, it's just the fact that you're surrounding yourself with people who are honest. That's what it is at the end of the day. So I'm saying all of this to say, the honesty starts with you, Taurus. What is it that you're not being honest about? Okay. This could very well just be talking about the people you've dealt with in the past and them not being honest. But a lot of times, you know, we lie to ourselves about certain things. You know, when I talk about them rose-colored glasses, we put them glasses on and we be in love. And do you notice that? Like let me give you an example. Somebody close to me recently got a divorce, right? I'm not going to say who for the sake of, you know, because, you know, keeping their, because this is their business, not mine. So they got a divorce and all of a sudden, everybody is telling them that they never liked the person that they were with. And, you know, and the person is like, you know, I didn't know. You know, so many people dislike this person or whatever. And I was just like, you know, that's just how it be sometimes. It's because it's out of respect and out of love for that person. You want to not, especially when it gets to the point of marriage, you want to not be the one that step on that person's toes or whatever. But see, the way I look at it is that maybe if somebody had said certain things, maybe the situation would have turned out differently. You see what I'm saying? But you know, a lot of times, you know, people don't say anything because it's about don't kill the messenger. Because, like for instance, let's use this example. There was somebody that I know that saw somebody else that I know, their husband, out in the street with another woman, right? And so they happened to tell me about it. People be telling me all kind of shit. They happened to tell me about it, right? And then they said, do you think that I would tell such and such about this? And I was like, no. I said, because if it was me, I wouldn't either. I said, because the type of person that we was talking about was somebody that does that would kill the messenger and then want to eat 10 yards of the person who cheating on them shit, which makes no motherfucking sense. But you know, some people are like that, you know, and then when some people are in love, you cannot tell them anything. That's why I feel like a lot of people are quiet too, because they insert themselves into the situation and then they end up messing up the relationship with that person, okay? Even though they trying to do a good deed, right? They end up messing up that relationship with that person, and then you know what's gonna happen in the end anyway. It's still gonna be the same fallout. Only the person gonna be mad at them because they told them the damn truth. I know it's a sticky situation, but at the end of the day, I'm saying all this to say sometimes it's just, I feel like this. If you meant to be in that friendship, that whatever type of relationship it is, I feel like it should be able to survive. It should be able to survive anything. Because I'm going to tell you like this. If you see me or mine out in the street with somebody, come fucking tell me. Okay, don't look. I ain't gonna kill the messenger. Why I'm gonna kill the messenger? You trying to help me out. See, I look at it differently. I don't look at it like that. Because I don't want to be looking like no fool out in the streets. So if you see, you let me motherfucker know. Cause trust me, if I knew you and I saw it, I would be letting you know. But this particular person we was talking about, where I told you they seen the other person seen they person out the street. It was somebody that I never would even be friends with anyway. If we wasn't related. Let me say it like that. Okay. So I'm saying all this to say, truth and honesty. Let me tell you this: anything you want in a relationship, Taurus, any way you want to be treated, anything you want to experience, you have to be that. You have to identify it as that, because that's the only way it can be mirrored back to you. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Okay. So when this type of shit goes down, I keep telling you, it's something here. Even if it's the other person doing it, it's something here. Some belief or some kind of way your subconscious mind is trying to protect you. Okay. And this is the way it's coming out. Okay. All right. So that's why I feel like the confusion, the emotions, the unclear, all this stuff, that's why it's coming up. Because, and then this type of thing, it's very insidious, because what it does is it not only, it fucks with your ability to trust people, especially when somebody else lying to you. It fucks with your ability to trust people. And you like, God dang, can I just have any type of a relationship, no matter what it is, family, friends, whatever, where motherfuckers can just be truthful, be truthful. But you have to remember, truth is a double-edged sword. And sometimes we be saying we want to hear the truth, and then when we hear the damn truth, it's a fucking problem. So you gotta remember, when somebody coming to tell you to give you that truth, don't kill the messenger. Okay, so we got once a cheater here. It says history has a habit of repeating itself when accountability is missing. Cheating isn't just a mistake, it's a pattern until it's healed. So what Spirit is trying to tell you is that if this is what you've been experiencing in the past, when you line up all them, where's it at? When you line up all these relationships we were just talking about, and you taking stock and you looking for the patterns, if this happened in more than one of them, it's a pattern that has to be healed. It's something that happened in your mind. Either it could be something you grew up seeing. It could be something where somebody did it to you and it traumatized you. And from then on, you had some type of belief that made it keep happening over and over and over again. Because see, this is what people don't understand. I'm not saying you consciously wanting this to happen. I'm saying it's something going on subconsciously. And I told you, when the subconscious get to working and it ain't working for you, it thinks it's working for you, but it's not. It's just on autopilot, and things are just going. That's why you got to check your thoughts. You got to always have some type of mental diet going on. You must always have some form of healing that you do on a regular basis. Like I say, it don't have to be all day, every day. It don't have to be hours and hours and hours. Okay. But like for instance, let me give you an example. Like I tell you, I meditate. I make sure I keep my chakras balanced. Okay. I script, I do things like that, right? I do these things every day. I do them every single day. All right. And what people don't understand about having a routine like that is that it's not for when, even though you do it every day, it's not for when things are good. It's for when things get like this. Okay. Because you're going to like you're on autopilot with the negative thoughts and the limiting beliefs, because you hadn't dealt with them. If you have a routine that you go through every day, and this type of shit happens, you're going to automatically go towards that routine, and it's going to help you through whatever's going on. The meditation is going to help you. You know, you're going to be able to journal about it. If you journaling or scripting, you're going to be able to, you know, keeping your chakras balanced, you know, is going to help you work through the situation. Okay? This is what I'm telling you. Things like that, and self-love. I tell you, self-love, that's one thing I do every day. I do that if I don't do nothing else. I do that. And the self-love is what's going to help you know that no matter what happens in this life, you're going to be okay. Okay? That's the reason for all these things. When you hear people talking about they do this and they do this and they do that, it is so that when the fucking fallout happens, because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Because I tell you, life ain't nothing but peaks and valleys, right? So when you get in that damn valley, you know exactly what you need to do to get yourself back up to the peak. Okay? All right. Okay, so when it let me pull some cards for your person. I'm like, oh God, we 17 minutes in, and I ain't even went to the first card. We still on the other thing. So we got two cards that fell for your person. We have bound showing up here, and we've got contemplation. So this person may have felt trapped in this last connection that they were in with this person, because like I remember, we talk about this all the time. There's hurt, trauma, and, you know, abuse on both sides. Y'all have both experienced it, right? So they could still be trying to work this out, because remember, I tell you, healing is not a straight line. I just talked to Aries about this. You know, it's like, you know, 10 steps forward, you know, 50 steps back, that type of thing. You go back for. It's like grief. It's the same thing. Those of you who have lost people, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? It's like in the beginning, that's all you see is the hurt and the pain, and you upset all the time and stuff like that, right? Anything reminds you of the person. You may smell something that reminds you of it. You may see their picture. It could be any little thing that messes you up, right? Then it kind of feels like it starts to abate a little bit, right, as time goes on, right? And then you'll have those crying jags or those times where you're upset, but they become fewer and farther in between, right? But then, let's say a couple of years may pass or something may pass, and then all of a sudden you see something, somebody says something happens, and it's like you all the way back to where it was in the beginning. It may not be as devastating as it was before, but it still hurts all the same. Okay? So that's what we're talking about. When you're healing, that's just how it is, and you just have to keep pushing through. It's how bad do you want it? Okay? So I feel like, you know, that's what this person is doing. They realize they've got some things that they have to, to sew up. They got to get it together. They got baggage they got to unpack. They have lessons that have to be learned, and they got to purge certain things. And I feel like that's what they're doing at this time. Okay. All right. Let me get one more card. Oh, well, we got two. So we got the fantasy card. So this person daydreams about you. They're imagining about you. They fantasize about you, and they're wanting a new beginning, right? They want to try again. They want to move off in a new direction, and they want to start over, all right? Because they realize that you're the one they want to be with. Okay, so the first placement, finally, that we got, that we have here today is Soul Split. It says, how does this person indicate that they're an extension of you? So we got the 10 of Pentacles showing up here. Like I said, this person wants to have, you know, like I told you, the whole 9 yards, family, love, legacy, the whole 9, you know, everything, the whole enchilada is what this card is telling me. It's not just love. They want to, like, be with you, and the both of you completely transform your worlds together. Okay. For some of you, I told you, could talk about the two of you starting a business. This is going to be a very lucrative, you know, just a very love-filled, lucrative relationship. Okay. Let's clarify. Okay, so yeah, this person has regrets just like everybody else does. You know, it's that thing where you be like, oh, how could I be so stupid? Why didn't I see the red flags? You know, I'm always, you know, getting treated like this or treated like that or whatever. This person goes through it just like everybody else, but they are working on stepping into their, you know, divine feminine or divine masculine energy. Okay, if they're not already there. Okay, then we have the pride card. It says arrogance, ego, stubbornness. Okay, and I feel like they're trying to overcome these things. All right, because you know you get like that when you've been hurt by somebody. You like, oh well, you know, nobody's gonna do me like that anymore because you know I got it, this and this and that, and you hide behind certain facades. I feel like that's what this is about. Okay, all right, so let me pull some cards for you. Okay, look, y'all are you're mirroring each other. You're both fantasizing about each other. Okay, then we've got the abusive drunken love card. This card came up for Aries as well. Whatever this is, I don't know. You know, everybody has different ways they numb themselves. I don't care what nobody say. You can say it's an addiction or say that it's not an addiction. Everybody has their thing. Like I told you, it could be shopping, could be watching TV. It could be going too much, you know, too much working out at the gym. It could be, you know, it could be anything. Eating. Everybody's got their way. Doesn't have to be a drug, okay? But when you go through traumatic experiences, a lot of times we're not taught how to deal with shit like this. So we watch people around us. We learn from the things that we see. Or there just could be something that brings you comfort, right? There could just be something that you know that brings you comfort and you use that. But the problem becomes when you're using it all the time when something's bad, okay? So if you don't want something to turn into an addiction, the best thing for you to do is to not use it when things are bad. It's for you to deal with whatever the problem is, whatever it is you're trying to suppress, and then go do the thing, whatever it is you like to do, okay? All right. Okay. Then we've got cosmic connection showing up here. It says this connection transcends time, space, and logic. You've met in other lifetimes and in other dimensions, okay? All right. So like I said, this relationship, I tell you, it's going to be, like I said, a holy grail. This is going to be unlike anything you've ever experienced before. So you got to show up differently. I'm telling you, just like I told Aries, okay? You can't be old Taurus and experience this type of relationship because old Taurus don't identify like that, okay? You got to be new Taurus that has, you know, new identity. You got to have a new identity. Like I was explaining it to Aries with this channel. The first time I did it, I started to take off. It was good. And then all of a sudden, I wasn't ready. I had the limited beliefs. I had negative stuff. I had shit I had to deal with. Okay. So I ended up getting to 13,000 subscribers. And then that was it. It was like, I couldn't go no further. It was like, no matter what I did, I could not break past that fucking number. Right. So I ended up actually having to go back out and work. And let me tell you, that is a mind fuck to be doing something you love to do, doing what you know you're supposed to be, you're supposed to be doing what you know you love, right? And you know you are talented at. And then to have it blow up in your face and have to go back to some shit you hate, a soul-sucking job. Oh my God. Those of you who've been through that, you know what I'm talking about. It does something to you. It's a trauma in itself. So when I came back to this, I had to deal not only with the shit from the first time that I didn't deal with that caused me to hit that 13,000 subscribers ceiling. I also had to deal with the trauma that happened as a, you know, from the fallout from what happened when I had to let it go, right? Because I got all kinds of burnout. Because I just was trying. But like I keep trying to tell y'all, it's not the actions you take. It is who you're being. And once you become the person who is, you know, deserving and that deserves and desires this and knows that they're the type of person that's supposed to have that, everything else will line up, okay? But it has to start with this. It has to start with what you believe first. Because that's what the problem is. A lot of people be talking about, oh, manifestation don't work. It's not this. It's because you trying to fix some shit from the outside and you can't do that. You have to do it from the inside. Okay? Because you see now, right? I'm at over 23,000 subscribers now. And it was because I fixed my shit. I fixed it. I know what I had to do. And then once I did that, I blew right past it like it was nothing, okay? But I had to have that come to Jesus moment. I had to heal my fucking shit. I had to not be scared, because I'm telling you, you know this, you know this. Those of you who have had bad experiences in love or whatever area of your life that you've had them, okay? Once you've experienced that type of thing, especially if it's happened more than one time, it is so difficult to sometimes get back on that fucking horse after you done you falling off, because you scared the whole time that it's going to happen again. But like I said, that's where the healing comes in, because the more you heal, the more you start to believe in yourself, and the better you get, until after a while it'll just be like riding a bike. You just get back up on the horse, and it is what it is. Okay, you learn, you took the lessons from what happened, you realize it happened for a reason, and then you just move on. Okay, all right, let's move forward. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is soul complement. It says, how does this person amplify Taurus or show Taurus how to be better? Okay, so we have 2 cards that fell. We got 3 cards: the Lovers, Gemini energy, Ace of Pentacles, and then we've got the Moon, Cancer and Pisces energy. So this is about, you know, honesty, because the Moon can be about secrets, you know, like a lot of hidden things, ulterior motives, hidden agendas. And I feel like this person is going to help you shine a light on those things. They want you to come forward and be totally honest with them. Okay, they want to be able to, like I told you, be naked with you, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. They want you to choose, they want you to choose, that's confirmation, Bert. They want you to choose them with the Lovers card, okay? Gemini energy, because Lovers used to be the choice. So again, this is about vibing on all those levels we just talked about, right? And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles here, right? So this is about this person and you both learning together, I feel like, how to build a healthy relationship that is long-term, stable, committed, grounded, all the beautiful, wonderful things that you want. That's going to give you safety, security, you know, emotional comfortability, all of those things. That's going to be your safe space to land, okay? All right, let's clarify. Excuse me. Okay, so your person has been abandoned in situations just like you have, okay? They realize you are their divine feminine, okay, with this card. Okay, and this is them, you know, admiring your beauty, okay? They feel like you're charming, graceful, kind-hearted, or handsome. Handsome, charming, graceful, and kind-hearted, okay? All right, let's pull some cards for you. This is what y'all have been through. So for you, you've been through the backstabbing and the scorn ex-lover. We know who this is, right? So we're gonna throw it over here to the side. Okay, let's get some other cards. Okay, your twin is still loving you. And look, it's in the next lifetime. But I know some of y'all, because I'm like, hell, not even the next lifetime or the next. I be like, look, I ain't mad at you, boo, but I'm good. I don't even want you then. Okay. Always sneaking around lying about things. Okay, so we're going to throw that over there. See, they trying their best, because I keep telling you, especially with you, I know your twin is scared, because you always, I tell y'all that. You know what I'm going to call you? Hooches of the Zodiac, right? I lovingly call y'all that, because y'all always have lots and lots of suitors. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. The only issue is you got to make sure you're using your discernment, because not everybody has positive motives. Some people have ulterior motives. They got things that they want. And you know, some people will try to make you believe that they want the same thing that you want when they don't, you know, that's not the case at all. Okay. So we've got planning romantic dates. You and your person are going to be doing this. And then you are going to be working on your self-insecurities. If you're not already doing this, this is what Spirit is recommending that you do. Okay. All right. So like I say, so you don't get caught with your pants down. literally or figuratively when this person comes in. All right. So we have platonic passion showing up here. It says you didn't see it coming, but your heart is waking up to something deeper. The line between friend and lover is starting to get blurry. So that's what I feel like. You know, it's going to start out as a friendship and then slowly morph into, you know, this lover, you know, was it homie lover friend? It'll be a homie lover friend, that type of thing. So like I said, and I feel like it needs to be slow because you just got to be able to relax because we are like so like this about this person, and I get it. You excited, you want to be with them, you tired of going through the fucked up shit and stuff like that, but good things come to those who wait. You just have to take your time because that fast shit don't do nothing but derail connections. Okay, so it's just best for you to just let this play out. Have patience, focus on yourself, live your life, and just let this play out the way that it is, because you can't control it anyway. I know because I tried. you can't control it. And I'm telling you, spirit is literally be telling me, leave it alone. So, you know, I'm telling you from experience. Like I told you, if I'm telling you, it's because I've experienced it in some form or fashion. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Okay, so the next placement we're going to look at talks about what's the lesson. What is it you haven't learned so far? Okay, so we've got the Nine of Swords, okay, and we have the Three of Wands. Okay, so this is pretty literal. Spirit is saying you have not learned to stop worrying, to trust in spirit, to trust your spiritual team, the people that are around you, okay? Because I feel like I feel like it takes a special type of being to be somebody's guide. Because when I think about it, when I put myself in the place of them, and I be thinking about me, I'd be screaming at me, stop it, stop doing that. Why you want to do that or whatever? Because remember, spirit can see all of the board. We can only see whatever square we're currently in, right? But spirit can see the whole fucking board, right? And so they're telling us every week what is supposed to happen. And with me, they tell me, you know, almost on a daily basis, like several times a week, what is going on. And they're like, okay, we told you, so now you need to fucking leave it alone, right? But, you know, we want to be stubborn. We want to be pig-headed. We want to try to take the wheel because we know, but I keep telling y'all, I'm going to tell you just like I told Aries, your picker is fucked up, just like my picker is fucked up. All 12 signs. If you resonate with these reads, your picker is fucked up, and there's a reason why spirit is taking the wheel, because you got to heal from the shit you've been through, and you have to realize that there are certain qualities that we need to be looking at, and not just looking at the fact that it's somebody, you know, that we're dealing with. Because I really think we believe we be knowing who we should be with or whatever. And sometimes I feel like it's a situation where the person pulled the wool over your eyes, but sometimes it's some shit we fucking ignoring. And that's why this Seven of Swords is showing up. It's not just the other person. It's some things that we're not looking at either. Okay. All right. Then we got the Three of Wands showing up here. This is about patience, waiting for your ships to come in. Because look at you. Look at you, Taurus. Look at you. Look at you, bored out of your damn school. You like, where's my person? You know how little kids be like that. That is what I get from this card, okay? You are like done. You are like messing around with all this stuff. You like, okay, I'm done messing with this stuff. Where's my person? Where's my person? What is it? What was that I used to watch? And they was like, oh, it was Sex in the City, and the girl Charlotte, when she was like, I'm tired, where is he? Or whatever, talking about her man, she's looking for the love of her life, and she's screaming in New York City, where is he? And I was like, look, this is what I'm talking about, man. Look, men, just say it's a male there screaming it, okay? So it's just like, excuse me, hold on, I gotta sneeze. Okay, it won't come. So this is just about having patience. Spirit is saying this, you have not learned to have patience, and you have not learned to trust and to stop worrying. This is about control, A lot of us have control issues, and we just got to put the damn gun down, put all the shit down, and just chill out, okay? That's why I tell you about the meditation and the journaling and all this kind of stuff. It will help you. The meditation for real will help you. Like when you get real antsy and you just want to scream like Charlotte in New York, where your person at, the meditation will help calm you down, okay? All right, let's clarify. Because Spirit has told you over and over again, Taurus. I gotta sneeze and it won't come. Okay, Taurus, Spirit has told you over and over again with this, look, the answer is yes. The person is coming. Look at what the person is doing. They proposing, right? So they're wanting you to trust them and to have patience that this is all going to work out the way. But see, we want to know how. We want to know when. We want to know why. We want to know all these things. And you can't know everything. You can't know every single thing. So we have emotional storm. It says turmoil, unstable, affected. Okay, you just all upset, and I feel like your person is too. Your person want to come together too, but they know that certain things have to occur before that happens. Again, they're admiring your beauty. Get one more card. Okay, because look, they're telling you again. They just showed you the soulmate card. They said the answer is yes. It says aligned future. It says the connection feels solid because you're both facing the same direction. This is a partnership with purpose, okay? Okay. The next placement we're going to look at talks about what is the blessing. It says, what has Taurus missed so far while focusing on the negatives or the worry or the doubt? Okay. So we got the Queen of Swords, air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And we've got the Sun, look, Leo energy. So Spirit is telling you, you are missing, with this Queen of Swords energy, you're missing some emotions that you're suppressing because you're so focused on this other person that some of y'all are not, focusing on self-care and making sure you digging out some of that shit. You need, like I said, you need to go through all that shit with these past people with a fine-tooth comb and try to get rid of as much shit as you possibly can. Because the less triggers you have, the less of an issue you're going to have when you come together with this new person, okay? Then we got the Sun card showing up here. Spirit is telling you you're missing out on all the fun things about being alive with the Sun card. This is, again, talking about, it's soulmate energy. But it's also talking about the fact that life is happy. Whether, can be happy whether you in a relationship with somebody or not, okay? It's like we've all started to hang our hopes on whether or not we in this relationship with this person, and that's not healthy. That's why Spirit is making sure you do all these things, right? Dot all your I's and cross all your T's, because this is about you knowing before you go into this connection that you're going to be okay, whether you with this person or you're not, okay? All right. Let's clarify. Okay, so your person is going through a period of reinvention, okay? They are keeping, their vibration as stable as possible. I feel like they're cleaning their vibration out as well of things that are, like I said, that no longer serve them. They're purging, okay? Then we've got the distance card showing up here. It says separation, space, blockage. So while you're at a distance from this person, this is not a punishment. It is a tool. It is something to help you. Because some of y'all, if y'all came straight out of that shit with that last person and you wouldn't even, the person, this soulmate could be looking you right in the face, telling you, I'm the one, baby, I love you, this and this and that or whatever, and you probably walk right on past them, okay? This requires preparation. Like I told you, you have to identify differently. You can't be old Taurus and be with the soulmate. You got to be new Taurus. New Taurus gotta know that you are stepping into a healthy relationship. Because I tell y'all, a lot of us don't even know the definition of a healthy relationship. All the things that are supposed to happen. Because like I told you, you're not supposed to be in no connection with nobody where they telling you needy because you asking to have your rudimentary rudimentary needs met. Not no high shit. Your basic needs met, and they don't want to do it, or they can't do it, or whatever, you know? So the fact that somebody's trying to make you feel bad because they fall short, that's bad business there. Bad business all day long, okay? All right. Yeah, see, that's what I was telling you. Hold on. Oh, Lord. They in their feelings and they want forgiveness, so we're going to throw this over here, and they still wearing that fucking mask, okay? You know what, too? I feel like this false persona card has to do with you, Taurus. I feel like what we just talked about, you can't be yourself. You've never been able to truly just fucking relax. I feel like that's why that Nine of Swords is showing up. That you worried all the time that the fucking other shoe is going to fucking drop. You can't relax in a relationship because you with people that don't allow that. The vibe, the energetic vibe they put off is of something where they could be gone any minute. That's what I feel like. I feel like that's one of the reasons why that showed up. Yeah, I'm pulling up. Oh Lord, hold on. Red lipstick finding evidence. You know who that is. So this is going to be about you and this new person gradually working on bettering your connection. Like I said, slowly. Like they say, slow and steady wins the race. Like a tortoise, not the hare, the tortoise. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And this is about walking away. Okay. From things that no longer serve you. Don't matter. Cause like I was talking to, I think it was Aries I was talking about. Talking about this too. Sometimes people will use, like, you know, material things to try to cloud your judgment, like to hide their true intentions from you, right? They'll you know, like how a magician, they say the way it works is they have you look in this direction, but the shit that's really going on is over here. I feel like that's what this is, you know, this was about. Like you using that discernment, being able to see through this shit and be like, you know, it don't matter how many motherfucking rings you give me. You could put rings on every damn finger. If I don't feel like I'm getting what I deserve, like for instance, like that last example, right? Where I told you somebody is telling you they can't meet your basic needs, right? But they want to give you a whole bunch of shit trying to get you to stay there. It don't matter. You can have rings on all your fingers and all your fucking toes, Taurus, and you still not gonna feel fulfilled. Because at the end of the day, people, like I said, I'm sure everybody like to have nice things. But at the end of the day, if you're not feeling emotionally, mentally, physically fulfilled like that, don't none of that shit mean nothing. It don't mean nothing at the end of the day, okay? Because it's about the fulfillment. Like I told you, starts from the inside. The outside shit really don't matter. It's like the icing on the cake or the cherry on top. The whole sundae, the whole actual cake is the inside stuff, right? Okay, then we got divine timing. It says, things may feel slow or uncertain, but the universe is right on time. Love is unfolding exactly when it's meant to. So the Spirit is telling you right here, you ain't got no say in this, okay? They telling every sign this. They ain't just telling Taurus. They tell me this every day. You have no say when this happens. And I know y'all don't like to hear it. I don't like to hear it either. But it is what it is, okay? All right. Let's move on. Okay, next placement we're going to talk about, next question is, what is it? What can you learn, Taurus, that's going to help you maintain this connection in a healthy manner? Okay, let's see. Okay, so we got the Two of Swords and we have the King of Pentacles, Earth sign, or someone with a lot of Earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. With the Two of Swords, this is about you learning how to take your head out of the sand. Remember, I told you, no more self-sabotage, no more deception, right? Being honest about what is really going on, realizing that sometimes people try to fool you with material things because they got some shit going on over here while they want you to look at that ring over there, right? So with this Two of Swords, it is talking about taking your head out of the sand, not being that ostrich, you know, making the decisions you need to make, right? Taking the blindfold off and looking at what, you know, seeing what the secrets are, because we got the moon here, and whenever the moon is in a card, it's talking about some hidden shit, okay? So this is about you being honest with yourself and with the entire situation, and either shitting or getting off the pot with the Two of Swords, okay? And then with the King of Pentacles, this is about understanding, okay? Understanding healthy relationships. The fact that, you know, you're supposed to feel safe. You're supposed to feel stable. You're supposed to feel grounded. You're supposed to you know, to feel that emotional comfortability. You're supposed to feel all of those things. And if you're not getting that, and you talking to your person about it, and you still not getting that, and or they trying to compensate, you know, like how you hear kids say, like, or adults that when they were kids, they'll say like their parent was like a doctor or a lawyer or some shit like that, and how they always was gone, but they had everything. They had every fucking material thing there was, but all they wanted was their parents' time. They didn't get, you know, or you'll hear people say, I was estranged from my child, and I wanted to come back to my children, but I was worried about what they would think. I'm like, no, kids don't give a fuck about that. They just want you to be there. It ain't got to be perfect. It ain't got to be on time. It ain't got to be none of that. They just want you there. They did, because that quality time is one of the ways you show them that you care. Okay? So we talking about that type of stuff. Okay? We're talking about those things, about you looking at all of that type of stuff. Like, that's why I tell you to make those lists, because those lists, you getting into your mind and realizing, because some of us are have been in relationships, and we didn't even know exactly what it was we wanted until it was too damn late, right? So sometimes you can't even ask for nothing if you don't know what the fuck it is you want, right? So how you supposed to know if you don't make the list? If you don't sit down and think about it, if you don't go back to those relationships and think about what happened from my standpoint, what was it that happened in those relationships where I felt like I was lacking, right? And then where did I fall short in my part in the relationship? What did I do that helped it you know, meet its demise? Those are the things you got to ask, the hard fucking questions, okay? It's about looking at, I hear Michael Jackson in my head, man in the mirror. It's about looking in the mirror, okay? All right, let's clarify. Okay, so we've got material world. So your person could be, you know, focusing on their money, focusing on their coin. It could be that they could be trying to multiply their money because they're knowing they want to come together with you and have that Ten of Pentacles, right? With the money, the family, the love, the legacy, all of those things. And they're trying to help to create a stable foundation for the two of you to come together, okay? Then we have the surrender card showing up here. This person realizes they got to surrender. That spirit is driving the bus. Jesus is taking the wheel. And they realize that ain't nothing they can do. Ain't nothing they can do. Like I said, I know it's a helpless fucking feeling, but sometimes you just gotta let it go, okay? And this person realizes that, and that's what they're doing, okay? They're focusing on their money while they're surrendering, okay? Because they know that you are their divine counterpart, okay? All right, so let's pull some stuff for you. Okay, so we've got, oh Lord, roller coaster lover, you know who that is. Distant, going separate ways, we know that, okay? Masculine involving, that's them too. Because I'm like, too little too late, buddy. Too little too late. Or buddy or ma'am, too little too late. So you're going to have interfering temptations, people trying to, you know, hone in on your shit because you done finally found the type of relationship you want to have. And you know how it is. It's like motherfuckers have like a happiness fucking alarm. And when they like, uh-oh, Taurus is happy. I gotta go try to fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? It sounds fucked up that I have to say that, but I honestly feel like that it's people that When you by yourself, they don't give a fuck about what's going on, right? But the minute you find some good shit, right? It's like you digging in the ground and you find a piece of gold. It's like they can fucking smell it or they can see it or they can sense it or whatever. They're like, oh, they found some shit. Let me come get it. I don't know what that is. But then we got the Two of Cups showing up here. So this is talking about both you and this person, having a strong connection and a mutual attraction with the Two of Cups, okay? All right, let's clarify. Like I said, you got to get ready. Where I told you, new levels, new devils, right? New levels, new devils. Like I said, don't think you finna ride over to the fucking sunset. And that's gonna be the end of the movie. The credits gonna roll. Ain't that, look, this ain't that type of life, Taurus. You know that. You know. If you didn't know before, you know by now that you don't have an ordinary life, right? We don't have no fucking no easy fucking life where it's just gonna be all rainbows and puppy dogs and this and this and that. Like I ain't saying we ain't gonna have good periods of life. But them peaks gonna be peaking and them damn valleys gonna be valleying, okay? So now we got the Russian things card, okay? We just talked about this, right? It says, rushing through the romance, hit pause and let things simmer. Good things take time and so does lasting love, okay? You don't build. What they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. Just like you can't build Rome in a day, you cannot build a relationship with a life partner in one fucking day. You can't force it. You can't rush it. It has to come together when it has to come to. You both have to align, and you gotta just tiptoe, baby step it on down the thing, because I'm telling you, you both been through the traumatic experiences. You want to take baby steps because you don't know what, your person don't know what your triggers are. You don't know what your person's triggers are. And it's like you have to learn each other, okay? Because that's the thing. When you go fast like that, people get to feeling a certain way. Nobody's talking about anything. And then the next thing you know, everything just blows up, right? It explodes. So you just have to say, and I get you excited. I get, some of you, this the person you've been waiting for all your life. And you just like, oh my God, where they at? This and that, let's sing and all this shit. I get it, boo. But Spirit is like... Go live your life, and when it's time, we'll let you know. Okay? All right. So now we're going to move on to the last placement. It says, let me see. What's heartwarming? What does Taurus need to know for the future? What positives will this person bring into Taurus's life? Okay? Let's see. All right. So we've got the High Priestess. This is Pisces energy. And we have the Parish card. Okay, so this is Scorpio energy. It is talking about, transformation, right? The endings. This is what I feel like Spirit is saying. You need, you got to understand that there had to be an ending. Everything had to burn down, right? Everything had to burn to the ground. The tower had to fall in order for you to have this brand new beginning, in order for things to be transformed, okay? Because you know how they do, the farmers do when they burn the fields or whatever, in order to start over and have the fields or the grass or something like that, in order to have new growth, to get rid of all the old stuff and have the new things sprout up. Is the same type of thing, okay? Then we got the High Priestess here, which is can talk about, secrets, but it's listening to your intuition. Spirit is telling you, after all this time, all these things you've been through, you got to learn how to trust your spiritual team. You have to learn when they have your best interests at hand, even if it seems like at the time that's going on, that everything is going south, everything is going to the left, things are happening that, you never would believe, what's happening. You still have to trust that everything is going to work out. Because sometimes, like, what do they say? Things got to fall apart for them to fall together. That type of stuff. Okay, let's clarify. So we've got received here. This is from your person. Let me see what Spirit is saying. Give me one more card, please. Okay, so we got the fifth dimension. You and this person are together in the fifth dimension. They're receiving guidance from Spirit, okay, on how to move through this situation. They're listening to what is being said. And then we've got what's being said. And then we've got the perspective card. It says better off, happiness. They're clearing their headspace. They realize that they're better off after all the things that they, that they've been through. See, look, Spirit's telling you, rock on solo dolo. This is about you being okay, knowing that you're going to be okay. Whether you single or you with somebody else, there's a needs to go through spiritual healing. Okay, you know who that is. Throw it to the side. Okay, so this is about the both of you gaining clarity on how to work together in this connection, right? Compromise. How to put, the relationship and each other first, okay? So it says undefined, okay? You're sharing energy, time, and maybe even intimacy, but no one's naming what this is. If you feel uncertain, it's because the foundation is unclear. But that's why you're going slow, right? Because if you're going fast, that's when this card is a fucking problem, okay? Then we have sharing space. It says whether it's moving in or feeling like home in each other's presence, you're aligning on a domestic level, all right? Like I said, you got something amazing coming your way, but you can't allow your impatience to like mess it up, okay? Or to like try to rush yourself through it, okay? All right, so let's get some messages from Spirit first. Then we're going to get some messages from your person, okay? Okay, so we have scales of balance. It says seek equilibrium in love and career, harmonizing your inner scale to weigh decisions with both heart and mind. So this is just about you having balance in every area of your life. It's also about balancing out your life. Like I told you, you don't need to be going balls to the wall, like just working yourself to death, trying to forget about this new person and doing stuff like that. You can't do things that are throwing you into an imbalance, because if you do that, you showing Spirit that you're not ready for this person to come in, okay? Then we've got making plans, because you gotta have space. You gotta make space for them, just like they gotta make space for you. You see, they trying to work on their coin to get it up even more, because they know you coming. That's one of the ways they're making space for you, okay? Then we've got making plans. It says chart your course with intention. The future is yours to design and navigate, all right? So it's all up to you, the other things, not the love life when the person comes in, okay? Then we've got Valley of Shadows. It says step into the enveloping Valley of Shadows. Here, fears are faced, and the courage is forged in dimly lit paths, okay? So it's just about you going through this, going through this situation and learning what you can learn from it, taking your time, doing the things you need to do to prepare yourself for this person that's coming in, okay? And then we got one card. This card was sticking out of the deck, and so I'm pulling it. So it says, walking unscathed. It says you were unfortunate. A trap was laid, but your wisdom kept you from falling into it, okay? I feel like a lot of you, this could talk about that twin trying to come back and you being like, hell no, hell no. If it hadn't happened yet, like I told you, it's gonna happen. So you know your answer, right? Hell no. Even if you don't want to be with the soulmate, hell no, I don't want to go through that bullshit no more. Okay. All right. So now we are going to get some messages from your person. Let's see what they want to tell you. I'm gonna use these cards because I used them last week and I really like them. Okay, so we have career showing up. It says it might be a while before we get to meet because I'm totally focused on my career right now. I told you that coin card, the material world. We got jaded. I swear I talked about this a lot in the Aries read. So if you got Aries placements, you might want to go watch that Aries read. It says, I'm not at a place in my life where I can provide love to a partner because I'm still stuck in the past. Remember I told you some of that negative stuff that was showing up? Yeah. Okay. Let me get one more. It says separation. Even though we're not together right now, our separation is only temporary. We've already had so many lifetimes together and we have so many more to come. Okay. So you can't put a stopwatch on this. You can't look at the clock and try to get it to work. You just gotta do what you need to do. Focus on you, be the best you can be, and enjoy your life. Stop sitting around waiting on this person to come in. I used to tell y'all the same thing about the twin. Those of you that wanted to be with the twin, stop waiting on fucking people to come in. Live your life, because every day that passes by, you cannot fucking get it back. You cannot get it back. So stop waiting like, oh, my life's going to begin when this person comes. No, your life is going on now. Because like me, I be everywhere. You see I be going everywhere. You see the twin flame reading, I'm gone. I'm starting to go. And it's going to pick up. I'm going to go even more. The further I get into, because I'm like, I have to live my life. I can't put my life on hold for somebody when I don't know when the fuck they gonna show up. And when you wait, and I feel like that makes it worse, because this person, you know, we don't know what the fuck is going on. Like I said, it's gonna be different for all, you know, for everybody, what is happening with their person. So we've got, I won't ever give up on you. We have my mind and my heart always belong to you. And then we have, I want to be with you forever. Okay. All right, let's get some more messages. Okay, we have, I want you to be happy, even if that means being without me. Since I met you, I have more energy to push towards my goals, okay? Then we have, my greatest wish is to make you smile and feel safe around me. Your body is a piece of art and your soul is a piece of heaven. Let me tell you this, anywhere you got some weaknesses in your armor, and what I mean by that, any area of your life, like if you got money issues, you need to focus on that. If you need to be finding a new place to stay, you need to focus on that. If you're trying to get another car, you need to focus on that. It's like all these things, there are always ways in which you can better yourself. Because this, like I told you, this is about you standing in your power, knowing your worth. Because when you stand toe to toe with this person, it's going to be like, I'm coming to be with you because I want to be with you, not because I need anything from you. And if this don't work out, I know I can walk away and I'm financially stable. I got a motherfucking car. I got a place to stay. I can take care of me. That's what this is about. So that you're making better decisions, because I feel like some of y'all, some of them decisions you was making with these people had to do with things that you were lacking. And I'm not saying it's any type of gold digger thing or anything like that, but sometimes, you know, you find yourself in a damn bind, and then all of a sudden it's somebody that you like, and you like, okay, 2 + 2 is 4. Then I'm finna go. You see what I'm saying? So, this is about you, like I said, standing on your own 2 feet. And so even if it's a thing of you get together with this person, maybe you don't want to spend every night with them. Maybe you want to have your own fucking place to stay, where you spend a couple of nights with them, and then you take your ass to your own house where you can do whatever the hell you want to do. Think about that. You know, you have your own place, your own space. And when you have that type of firm foundation, you move differently. You're more discerning, because you're not looking for, this person ain't got no, you know what I'm saying, no leverage on you. And I don't mean that this is somebody that's going to come in and do that, but it's like you walk differently when you know someone. If I do this, you know, and I'm living with them, and, you know, this day place, what if they kick me out? You know, these are the things that go through your mind, right? But if you got your own shit and you don't like something that happened, look, it give you a license to get wild when you want to get wild, and there are no repercussions, because you can go to, you can get in your own motherfucking car, go to your own motherfucking house, and count your own goddamn coin. That's what I'm talking about, okay? And that this person knows that they can't hold no leverage over you and be like, well, you know, if you don't want to act right, then I ain't gonna give you no money, or you know what I'm saying? Not to say that they're gonna do that, but Spirit is trying to stop these types of unhealthy dynamics from going on, or to even open the door to anything like that, right? That's the point in this. That's the point in you standing on your own 2 feet, right? So that you can move the way Taurus like to move. Because like I said, you about your money, you about your shit, you about your motherfucking life. So if you want to be stubborn, you can be stubborn all fucking day long. That's what I say. So you can be exactly who you are. Because remember, I told you this relationship is about authenticity, about you being who you truly are. And when you stand in your power, that's when you can let your hair down. You can relax and be like, bitch, I'm here. This is who I am. Either you can fucking deal with it, or you can't. Because I say that all the time. Even about people that come to the channel. Either you can deal with me or you can't. I understand that I'm not for everybody, and I'm sure y'all understand that about yourselves too. But you don't want everybody in your life. You want those special people, right? That see you and love you, and you see them and you love them, and it's a beautiful fucking thing. That's what we're looking for. It's just the soul tribe, right? And that includes your soulmate, okay? But it's about you being able to move in a way that is very, oh my gosh, what is the word? To move in a way that is very, just, you know, you can do whatever it is you want. It's like, let me give you an example. It's like the difference between working for somebody and working for yourself, right? That was always my thing. I never liked working for other people. And I always had a problem with people trying to tell me what to do. And it wasn't the fact that they had to do that, because you have bosses, but it was how they were doing it. Because I'm the type of person where if it's a situation like that, there's a right way and there's a wrong way, you know? And I'm always the type of person that where I believe that if you got 10 people on the team, you can't use the same management strategy with every fucking single person, because there are some people that you're going to need to stand over them and be like, okay, I need you to do this, but you're going to have to stand there while they do it because they need extra attention. Then you got people that was like me, where I'm like, just tell me what you want me to do and then walk away and I will do it, right? I don't need you standing over me. I am self-sufficient, okay? I'm a self-starter. I never needed anybody to do anything beyond give me the fucking directions on what it is you want done and then just leave me and let me do it, okay? So that's why, you know, for me, I always knew I could work for myself, because you have to be a self-starter. You have to, because you ain't got no boss, right? You your boss. So if you ain't got nobody standing over you, so the people that have folks standing over them, they can't be no fucking entrepreneur. Because if somebody just give them a whole bunch of time and there's nobody standing over them because they their own boss, ain't shit gonna get done. You see what I'm saying? So I just never liked that, because some people that were in management, it wasn't everybody. Sometimes you would meet some very effective managers, but some managers, they just didn't know how to manage, and they would either micromanage every fucking body or be completely loose with everybody. And then the people who were disciplined and did what they were supposed to do without being told twice would have to take the hit for the people who didn't do shit, okay? And so that type of shit, I just never liked that. And I don't like being lumped in with everybody, because I know when I do my shit, I'm going to do it to the max, because that's just the type of person that I've always been. Okay? Not to say anybody that's doing anything differently, not looking down on them, but I'm just saying that's the way I move. But there was people that worked at, will work at the same companies that I worked at that didn't give a shit about how they did things and what happened. And so if you're working as a team with this person, you end up looking like a goddamn fool, because they ain't caring, but you motherfucking caring. And sometimes the managers didn't care to tell who was doing what and who wasn't. So because of that, I was just like, I can't do this. I was like, this corporate shit and this bullshit is just not for me. Okay? I was like, I gotta have my own stuff where ain't nobody messing with me. So that's why I had to get this together. I had to get this together. I needed to work for myself, because I just, anything where I'm able to work for myself, I'm good. I always excel at it. Always excel at it, because I don't need nobody standing over me, okay? But like I said, the people that need that, those are the people that can work and be the sheep and work climb the corporate ladder and all that kind of stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's not my thing, right? So I'm saying all of this to say that was one area for me this past year that I had to fix, because I was unhappy. I was unhappy. The shit I was doing and working and listening and these rules and other, don't like it. So I kept on. I was determined until I got myself back to what it is I love to do, what I was put here to do. And so if you got any issues like that, where you want something like I said, for some of you may need a car, right? You know you need to get something new. You got to get out there and get the money or do whatever it is you got to do in order to make that happen. You need to make sure you do that. You need to sew up all the little areas you got going on. Or those of you who you know, you in hermit mode and you've been in hermit mode all this damn year. It's time to get your ass out the house and start going somewhere, right? You don't need nobody to go nowhere. I'm telling you, I've been all over the motherfucking world, and the majority of the trips I've taken some with other people, but the majority of them have been by myself. And I had a motherfucking ball because I always meet people. I always talk to folks. So what I'm trying to tell you is that you have to learn how to live your life and love your life on your own before Spirit is going to bring somebody into your life, because this is about you standing as yourself and you loving your authentic self. Because how you going to know who you are, what you want, the type of person, you know, your needs and your wants and all these things, if you don't spend time with yourself and do all these things we're talking about and get yourself together and put your life together the way you want it to, want to. Because some people don't even know if they want to work, they want their own business, or they want to work for somebody else, or they may be working for somebody else and want their own business like I did. But you just may not have gotten to it yet. Now is the time, while you're not in nothing with anybody, for you to be focusing on that. Because while I'm doing this, to be honest, I ain't got time for nobody right now, because I'm trying to bring this up. It's like Atlas holding the fucking world up. It's like I just picked it up off the ground and I'm trying to extend my arms all the way up with it. So I understand the reasons why I'm not with anybody right now. Spirit is trying to give me a chance to sort myself out, and I feel like they're doing the same thing for you. You just have to identify those areas where you got to fix your shit and get to fixing. Because the quicker you can do that, the more stable you become. It builds your confidence. It does all these things. Because I'm telling you, baby, you can't fucking tell me nothing now. Because I be all happy about my channel every fucking day. I be like, thank you, God, that I don't have to get in my car and go nowhere if that's not what I want to do. I was telling my dad today, we were talking on the phone, I said, I can sit in my drawers all day long if that's what I want to do. And he started laughing. I said, yeah. I said, there is fucking power in that shit to know if I just want to sit here all day long and not do nothing all day, nobody can say anything to me. Nobody can take my job. Nobody can write me up. Nobody can do any of that stuff. I mean, you know, I gotta work and do my stuff. But like I said, I always been the type of person that can do that. I told you, Spirit had to make me stop sometimes. I told you, they'll literally show me cards in the deck. I'll get ready to pick up the cards and they'd be like yesterday, I picked up the deck to ask them a question. The card that turned over, it was like, take a break. They're telling me to chill out. You know, they telling me I need to stop, because I always been like that. But like I said, this is about the time, Taurus, I'm telling you these things because this is the time for you to play towards your strengths and figure out what's going to make you happy, what's going to give you the best life, so that when you meet this person, you already happy. They just the fucking cherry on top, but you and your life, that's the sundae. That's the actual cake, right? Your person is just the icing or the sprinkles on top of it. If you like sprinkles on your cake, they are just the little things. You are the whole thing. So that even if that person isn't there, you still good. Okay? You get me? You feel me? You hear what I'm telling you? So be excited. This is a beautiful time of your life. This is the time where you can ask for anything you want. You just can't control your love life. But anything else you want, you can ask for it. And if you take the actions and do what they're telling you to do, you'll get it. Okay? So focus on that. Don't worry about this. We talking about it every week. I'm not going nowhere. I'm here for y'all. I'm in them comments. If you know you got questions and stuff like that. But start to pour into you, because that's the problem. We always looking for love out here. I tell y'all this all the time. We always looking for the love on the outside. But what our soul wants is the love from us. Because that's what's it's gonna be like a damn waterfall. It's like when your cup is overflowing and you loving the hell out of yourself, that's when the person's gonna come in and reflect that love right back to you. Okay? Hey, let's finish the rest of these cards. So we've got, I'm 100%, I'm ready to commit to you 100%. Then we have, I just want to be with you, period. we've got I need to be with you, and then we've got I won't ever stop loving you, okay? And then hold on. Okay, we have forgiveness here. It says, allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. Then we have benefit of the doubt. It says, give your relationship a chance. Then we have spirit soul path. It says a personal evolution within your relationship. Memento, a gift from someone special, so that your person could actually be coming to give you a gift. And psychic connection. It says your communication goes beyond mere words, okay? All right, Taurus, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to move forward. We're going to do a New Year's spread for you and your person. But remember, everything you get here, every reading you get here is timeless, okay? All right, hold on.
This video was created by Tarot on YouTube.
They thieving, so I gotta let them know. I gotta let them know who made these videos. Okay, so don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, Taurus, here we go.
This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay, so overall energy for this week's reading, oh, hold on, let me put it over here, is the moon. So this is Cancerian or Pisces energy. It is talking about, you know, things being hidden, okay? Things, you know, and, you know, whatever's in the dark has to come to light, okay? Underneath this is the Two of Wands. This is talking about being at a crossroads, needing to make a choice. You and your person, your soulmate is, you know, maybe at a distance, okay? This can also speak of when this twin flame comes back, you're going to have to choose between the twin flame and the soulmate, okay? And then your person, your soulmate may have to choose between their ex and you as well at some point. Because as I told you, the exes are going to be trying to come back and, you know, do their dirt because they don't want to see either one of you happy, okay? All right, underneath this is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius energy. This is talking about, you know, your soulmate and, you know, you having good luck. This is also a soulmate card. So it's talking about the two of you coming together and having the type of relationship that you've always wanted. This is like your good karma, okay? Underneath this is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is Pisces energy showing up again. So you may have these placements, or your person may have, because it's the second time Pisces is showing up. So with the High Priestess, it is talking about basically, you know, listening to your intuition. It could also speak of your soulmate, like kind of seeing you as, like putting you on a pedestal and kind of seeing you as sometimes a little bit of a mystery, and also as kind of unattainable at times. This could be your twin seeing you like this as well. Okay, is what I'm getting, so I gotta tell you. Then we got the Knight of Wands showing up here. Fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is talking about both of you taking a risk, I feel like, to come together in this connection, okay? All right, so we are going to start by clarifying the moon. I'm gonna have to move this sign over here because I'm left-handed and I got to put my cards up. Okay. Ooh, they're coming out. They're coming out from the beginning, Taurus. Okay, so you and your person, oh gosh, are telepathically sending each other love songs. All right, hold on, because I got to move this sign. I'm back. So, like I said, you and your person are telepathically sending each other love songs. Okay, so that's your form of communication. All right, we also have toxic love will sting you. So I feel like this is talking about the twins. So we're going to throw this over here to the side. Then we also have one more card showing up here. It's talking about clarity on how to work together. So this is about you and your person figuring out how to work together in this connection. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. All right. Okay, so we got the Make a Move card showing up here. So this is talking about swipe, speak, show up. Whatever your move is, now's the time to make it. Waiting won't align you, action will. So this is Spirit telling your person that when the time comes, you know, they're going to need to make a move. And then when the time comes for you.
This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
This is Spirit saying that when the time comes, you're going to need to make a move as well. Okay? All right. Okay.
Was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay, we're getting some messages from your person.
This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
It's a damn shame that I gotta do this.
Was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
But like I said, if I got anything to do with
This video was
nobody's gonna steal from me.
Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Because I work too hard on this channel.
This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay. So when it comes to your person, we've got the Purge card showing up here. So this is talking about your person, you know, letting go of things that no longer serve them. Okay, they're focusing on old memories here. So it's talking about reminiscing, dwelling, you know, that bittersweet energy. And they are going back and, you know, like I said, purging the things that no longer serve them, just taking those lessons and letting go of the garbage, the trash, you know, so they're not a bag man or a bag woman, okay? Then we've got the fall showing up here. So for some of you, you could be coming into a commitment with this person in the fall, okay? The fall just passed. So for some of you, you may have already met your person in the fall, and this could be, you know, talking about that. And for others of you, you know, like I said, you know, you met each other already, and then in this coming up fall will be the commitment time, okay? Then we have ecstasy here. It says chasing thrills, excitement, and good times. So this is what I feel like, you know, basically an explanation of your relationship. What this person's intention is coming in is for the two of you to have this very thrilling relationship. Like I said, this will not be a boring relationship, Taurus, okay? All right, so now we're going to move on to the first placement here. So the first placement is talking about a summary of what happened this year in your love life, okay? So we have the 8 of Pentacles showing up. We also have the 4 of Pentacles, and then we've got the 2 of Cups showing up here. So I feel like what Spirit is talking about is the fact that, you know, you did the work with the 8 of Pentacles, okay? You are doing the work, and I feel like your person is as well. Hold on one second.
This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay, so you and your person did the work, and then we've got the 4 of Pentacles showing up here. This could talk about, you know, this could talk about the twin trying to hold on to you, but you know, and it could speak of, you know, possession, like feeling possessive about something. So I feel like that's what this could be. This could also be one of you, both of you, you or your soulmate holding on to suppressed or repressed emotions and not letting things go. Because whenever someone in the tarot holds something in front of their chest in the cards, this is talking about them holding themselves back. So I feel like for, you know, some of you, that's what this is. So this is about you doing the work, right? Trying to get rid of this suppression, okay? All right, and then with the 2 of Cups, the reason why a lot of this was happening was because you have a meeting of the minds with this person, right? This is, you have a soulmate coming in, or for some of you, your soulmate has already come in, and this is talking about a strong connection and mutual attraction with each other, okay? All right, so we are going to clarify.
This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay.
This video.
So we have, for you, we've got boredom, losing interest. So some of you may have started to, in this past year, you know, at the end of this year, you started to lose interest because this person hasn't shown up yet. And I feel like, you know, This is supposed to be you focusing on yourself, because you paying attention to this person is not what's going to draw them in. It's you focusing on yourself, pouring into yourself, because it's about you putting yourself first, okay? All right. Then we've got the butterfly feelings when I'm with you. I feel like this is, you know, pretty much self-explanatory. This is how you and this person are going to feel about each other when the two of you are together, okay? It's going to be a feeling unlike any other. Then we have also on your side, walking away. So in order for this connection to come together, we talk about this all the time, Taurus. This is about you needing to walk away from people and things that no longer serve you. And I told you, it's not just about your love life. It has to do with people, any type of people in your life that are holding you back in some way, because it doesn't have to be a love relationship where you're being held back, right? Or where you feel like, you know, relationships where you feel like you have to dim your light. You should never have to do that, because this person that's coming in, they are a boss, you know, in and of themselves. So they will not be trying to hold you back. They'll be trying to push you towards the spotlight if that's what you're wanting, or pushing you to brighten your light, so to speak, okay? Because I feel like a lot of you've been going out with people who just around people who, you know, because you know how I tell y'all the hoochies of the zodiac. I'm sure y'all got people jealous of y'all, because you always got people, you know, wanting to date you, wanting to get to know you, things like that. You're very popular. And I feel like that's a beautiful thing. There's nothing to be, you know, upset about. I feel like people are so consumed with what someone else has rather than what they, you know, working on themselves and bettering themselves till, you know, but the reason why they do that is because they don't have to pay attention to themselves. That's why I tell you, stop worrying about even your person. Don't worry about it. This person is for you. This was written in the stars. It was written in a soul contract before the two of you came here. This person's not going to pass you by. You have a choice when they come in, whether or not you want to be with them, but they're coming, whether you want them to come or not, is what Spirit is saying, okay? So this walking away card says walking away isn't failing. It's choosing yourself. When the path no longer serves you, it's time to move on, okay? All right. So it's, like I said, and it's talking about anything. Just because you see a ring, a diamond ring in this card, it's not just talking about romance. Spirit is talking about any and every type of relationship, because I've had friends that I've known for like 20 plus years that I had to cut from my life because I realized that they weren't really my friend, or at one point they were. And as time went on, because of whatever happened to them, or, you know, whatever happened, you know, how the friendship evolved, I just realized I had to step back and realize that people change. And sometimes, you know, I can't say that the people never were my friends, but at this time, I'm just in a different type of energy, and I'm just not, look, I hear ain't no half stepping. I just hear either you gonna be here and you gonna do right, or you gonna get the fuck on. That's the way I feel about it. And they can feel salty and feel whatever kind of way they want to. I don't care, because I feel like if you truly love me and you truly were a friend, we would have went through whatever together. Because some of these people I had to cut out, Taurus, were people that I thought we was going to the damn grave together, that I had known since I was a fucking teenager for like years, like decades, okay? So don't feel bad if you end up having to do that, because actions have consequences. You can't continue to let people keep stabbing you in your back and you don't do anything about it, because my dad always says this. He always says the first time it happens, it's shame on the person that did it to you. But the second time, it's shame on you, because you're allowing it to happen, because they showed you who they were the first time, and it's up to you whether or not you want to believe it and whether you want to continue on, okay? All right, so when it comes, we got one more card. So when it comes to you, we got the possessiveness card showing up here. It says someone here is holding on too tightly and is starting to suffocate the connection. Love shouldn't need to cage or claim you. So like I said, for a lot of you, this could be talking about, you know, the twin trying to hang on to you because they feel you, you know, they feel you floating away, okay? All right, so when it comes to your person, all right, they are trying to cultivate an attitude and a energy of peace, balance, harmony, and then they're going to come in wanting to create a friendship with the two of you, even though, you know, they do love you, okay? Then we have the mute card. This is the reason why they're being quiet, they're being silent and not saying anything, because the time is not right yet. They're waiting for that nudge energetically from spirit and from their higher self, okay? Then we've got the divine feminine cards, or divine masculine card. Make it fit, guys. This is talking about, you know, your person realizing that you are their divine counterpart. And then the Stuck card, this is why your person is cultivating this type of energy here, is so that they can get out of the stuckness. They're basically working on their limiting beliefs so that they can get themselves together. Okay. All right. So now we're going to move on to the next placement, which is going to talk about the biggest achievement you had in love this year. Okay.
Was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay, so when it comes to the biggest achievement in the last year, we've got the Five of Wands showing up here, the Three of Wands, and then we also have the Emperor, which is Aries energy. So this is your person here, okay? Divine masculine or divine feminine. Like I said, guys, make it fit. So this is about your divine counterpart coming into your life, like, you know, them entering into your energy this year. Okay, so that was like one of the biggest achievements. The other one talks about you waiting on your ships to come in because you know that this person is coming in. And so, you know, you're doing what is necessary to prepare yourself, I feel like, while you're waiting on them to show up. All right. Then we've got the Five of Wands showing up here. This is talking about, you know, competition, inner and outer conflict. I feel like this is talking about the things that you've needed to heal. It could also talk about the inner and outer conflict that some of you have gone through with this twin, right? With your past counterparts, the past people that you've been with. And it's about you overcoming that. Okay. So you should be proud of yourself for that, Taurus. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get, I'm going to clarify.
This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
I'm clarifying for both of you before we talk about it.
Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay, so we got the Unawakened card showing up here that came out on your person's side, but this has to do with your twin, so we're going to throw it to the side. Then we have the Trapped card here, okay, which is talking about, you know, stuck, tied down, captive. I feel like your person may have felt trapped at some point because of the negative thoughts and limiting beliefs, the things that they've gone through. That's why that Purge card showed up, because it is talking about them needing to, you know, purge and let go of certain things, okay?
This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive
Tarot. Okay, then we have...
This video
hold on one second.
Was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay, then we have these two cards that fell for your person, Metamorphosis and Understanding. So this person has come to an understanding about a lot of different things in their life. And with this Metamorphosis card, you know, they're making the changes that are necessary in order for them to prepare for this connection to be able to come in the way that they want to come in with you. Okay. And then we also have the Chasing card here. So this person is, you know, going to be chasing you, going to be pursuing you, right? They're going to come in with a energy of resilience and, you know, be in hot pursuit, basically. Okay. All right. Because like I told you, they're in love. All right, so when it comes to, okay, then we got one more, fifth dimension. So the fifth dimension is talking about you know, you and this person being together in the 5D and needing to just come together in the 3D, all right? Okay, so when it comes to you, we got the Tantric Sex card here showing up. So this is talking about, you know, you and this person, you know, I feel like everything in this relationship, Taurus, is going to be on another level. More, you know, especially when it comes to the sex, okay? That's why the tantric sex is coming up, because I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you that it's not just going to be a physical experience for the both of you. It's also going to be a spiritual one, okay? All right, then we've got the stars aligning. So this is Spirit saying that everything is aligning for the two of you to come together at the right time, in divine timing. All right, Taurus, we got to talk. The commitment issues card is coming up here. It says someone here is afraid to fully commit, whether they admit it or not. Emotional walls are running high and avoidance is running the show, is what Spirit is saying. So I'm saying all of this to say that, you know, there's still some things that you gotta take a look at, because this is showing up on your side. This is your card. It's showing up on your side of the reading. So this may not apply to all of you, but for those of you that it does, you know what you need to do. You need to take care of the things you need to take care of, because I keep telling you, the things you don't address before this person gets here, they're going to blow up. They're going to show up and possibly, you know, add minefields to your relationship. You know, you trying to get together with this person, it could add unnecessary blocks to the two of you doing that, okay? Then we've got cosmic connection showing up here. It says this connection transcends time, space, and logic. You've met in other lifetimes and other dimensions. So like I said, this is not the first rodeo for the two of you. You've had a lot of past life connections together, past life, lived a lot of past lifetimes together. And so Spirit is telling you that this is no ordinary love. I hear Sade in my head singing that song, okay? All right, so now we're going to move on to the next placement, which is going to talk about the energies. The energies that you need to leave behind here in 2025, okay? All right, let's go.
This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay, so we got four cards that fell here. We have the Seven of Cups here, which talks about having options, choices, and being confused. We got the Page of Pentacles showing up here. Earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Excuse me. This is talking about, you know, a love offer coming in for something long-term, stable, and committed. It's a small one, but it's going to grow into something, you know, even bigger. Then we have the Tower, okay? Scorpio energy, which is talking about, you know, a brand new foundation, a change in a long-term circumstance. And then the Six of Pentacles, which is talking about, you know, equal love, equal give and take. So I feel like what Spirit is saying is this is about you needing to, you know, learn how to be discerning, okay? So leave what you need to leave behind in the past is this old foundation with the Tower, Scorpio energy, right? Because you're moving into a new situation where you're going to have a long-term, stable, and committed relationship where there's equal love and equal give and take. And this Tower is how it's going to start. It's how things are going to culminate. It's going to start with a tearing down of your old foundation. So that's what Spirit is telling you you need to leave in the past in 2025 is that old foundation. And then with the Seven of Cups, this is about you, again, learning discernment, because look, you always have a lot of options, right? We talk about this all the time, and you know you have a lot of options, but just because you have a lot of quantity, it does not mean that it's quality. Because look at these cups. There's a snake in one of these cups. There's a damn dragon in this cup. You know, we don't know what the hell is, a ghost or something in this cup. So you have to be very discerning about who and what you allow into your life, because people will try to, you know, try to fool you and make you think that they're one thing, because we don't know what the hell is under that cover, that sheet or whatever this person is wearing, and we don't know, you know, we don't know what it is. So it's about you taking the time, going slow, being discerning, and realizing that, you know, all that glitters isn't necessarily gold. Okay, so let's clarify.
Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay, you got a lot of cards falling. Okay,
This video.
so we have boundaries. for your person. This is about them learning boundaries, drawing the line, knowing when enough is enough. Okay, they're learning, they're going to take action when the time is right when it comes to this connection. And then we've got influences here. This is talking about attachments, third parties, and peers. So, they're getting rid of all of the negative influences around them and keeping the positive ones. And then they're learning from their mistakes, right? They, I feel like patching up maybe patching up old misunderstandings, getting out of that victim energy and getting out of that lost soul energy, okay? All right, so when it comes to you, we've got 3 cards here. 4, 5. Okay, let's talk about this first. Again, you and this person are mirroring each other because we both had you both had the 5th dimensional cards showing up here. And then you have this card that's talking about you and this person being very happy and very content in this connection, okay? Then we've got 3 other cards that fell. We have Secret Admirer, we've got Secrets and Lies, and we have Family Echoes. So what Spirit is saying, of course, this Secret Admirer is your person. This is your soulmate. So it's saying there's someone in your orbit who's totally into you, but they haven't found the nerve to make the move. But like I said, they're not going to make the move until the time is right, until they're being intuitively guided to do so, okay? All right, then we've got Secrets and Lies here. It says, not everything here is what it seems. Lies, omissions, or double lives could be distorting the connection, all right? So with this Secrets and Lies card, this is just talking about, like I told you, with this 7 of Cups, right? You don't know who everybody is. Everybody's not going to tell you. Let me see. Let me get it. Okay, everybody's not going to tell you what their intentions are. Like I tell you, we talk about this all the time, right? I tell you it would be easier. Life would be easier if people would just come in and let you know what their motives are. And then you can decide and give you the chance to decide whether you want to deal with it or not. Because there's people out here that's down for anything, okay? It ain't everybody, but there are people that's okay with some things, and there are people that's okay with other things, and there's people that ain't okay with nothing. But I'm saying all of this to say that you're going to have people coming in, because I told you that 5 of Wands card, that's always coming up in your reading, because it's talking about you having a lot of options and them competing for you. So with this 7 of Cups card, this is about you, again, using the discernment that you have in order to make sure that you understand that, when it comes to these relationships, that everybody's not going to come in and be honest. And I'm sure you know that, though, by the amount of people that you have coming through your life trying to get with you and trying to know you and all this kind of stuff. And you end up finding out it ain't what they saying it is, okay? All right. Then we've got Family Echoes. This is something else you need to look at. So it says old family patterns may be playing out in your love life. Until those echoes are healed, they'll keep repeating through new faces. So this is about, healing from the past things in your family, because like I told you, it don't have to just be romantic, right? It could be your family. It could be friends. It could be shit from school. It could be your fucking teachers. It could be anything, all right? And so whatever these echoes are, you know what they are if this card is pertaining to you, if it's resonating with you. And so this is about you, either healing, what is happening and moving on, or if you want to try to keep a relationship with whoever this is, trying to keep the relationship with them. It's up to you to decide what you want to do. But like I said, don't let nobody pressure you, Taurus, and make you think that you have to be in a relationship with somebody that you feel like you can't get it together for whatever reason, because that's just wasting your time. Okay, it's wasting your time and wasting the other person's time. Sometimes you just don't fucking get along with people, and it just is what it is. It don't matter if you got the same DNA or not. Okay, all right, so now we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the next placement, and it's talking about the biggest obstacle you're gonna face. Okay, so let's pull the cards for that and see what's going on. So it's going to be the biggest obstacle you're going to face this coming up year. Oh, hold on. This one I need to have it on
YouTube. This video was created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay.
This video was created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. Okay,
so we got 3 cards that fell here. We got the 6 of Cups here. We have the Page of Wands, fire sign, or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And we've got the Ten of Pentacles. So the biggest obstacles you're going to face, okay, the first one with the Six of Cups. This is talking about both of these people coming back from you know, your past life people. It's not just the soulmate. It's also talking about this twin, okay? This is a soulmate card, but it can also be used to talk about the twin as well. So you got two people coming back who you had past lives with, and you're going to have to make a decision about them. You already know this. With the Page of Wands, this is talking about, you know, you and this person, this new person being excited, curious about each other. There being good communication between the two of you with the Page of Wands. And then with the Ten of Pentacles, you and this person coming together and building, you know, love, money, legacy, the whole 9 yards with this Ten of Pentacles, okay? All right, now we're going to clarify.
This video was created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
They twins, so we're just going to throw it to the side.
This video was created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay, so when it comes to your person, they're getting out of that victim energy. And they're coming in wanting to have a new beginning. So this is talking about them trying again, new, you know, moving in a new direction and starting over. Okay, they're going to step in, only wanting to be with you, only seeing you, okay, craving you, attracted to you, devoted to you. And then you see the devotion card showing up a second time here. So we got devoted here and devotion here. So this person is going to be really devoted and caring and loving and adoring, you know, adoring you. This person will be enamored with you. Look, they're the damn twin flame card showing up on both sides of the damn connection. Look at that. This person is trying their hardest, Taurus, to come towards you, okay, to stay in your energy, to sink their hooks in and stay here because they know that you are trying to move forward, okay? All right, so, yeah, see, it's about you coming out of this because it's saying, what is this, the goals and aspirations? I think it's goals and aspirations. So goals and, let me see. Oh, this kind of mixing me up a little bit. 1, 2. No, we're at the biggest obstacle you're going to face this year. So getting rid of this person, I feel like it may be part of it because we got trickster and tea and drama showing up here. So this is somebody, you know, like I told you, they fucking determined, baby. They determined. And I'm like, why the hell you wasn't determined like that when somebody was, you know, trying to check for you? But like I said, it was a blessing. It was a blessing. Everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. So we've got rushing things showing up here, okay? Spirit is telling you to slow down. Stop trying to rush this. Stop trying to force this person to come in before they're ready because they are working on certain things because, you know, they got issues too. So the reason why you need to wait is because this is spirit in control of this. It's not you. You gotta, like I said, back off, take your hand off the steering wheel, stop trying to fight. When you rush like this, it's like you are sitting on the front seat. In the front seat of the car with spirit, and they driving, and you trying to wrestle the damn steering wheel from them. Stop doing that because when you do shit like that, you're slowing down your manifestation. Okay, everything has to happen in the right at the right time. This person's got to cook. They gotta get themselves ready and together because you don't want this person coming in before they're ready. Just like they don't want you coming into their life before you're ready because it's just going to be a fucking shit show. And who wants to go through that? Because you already have all these people coming in that ain't about shit a lot of times. So you need to learn from that and slow down, okay? So it says rushing things, rushing through the romance, hit pause and let things simmer. Good things take time and so does lasting love. So you got the same type of cards that Capricorn got, okay? So I'm going to tell you Just like I told Capricorn. Hold on, let me find this other card, because I want to show it to you when I tell you what I got to tell you. Okay, how you trying to rush shit, Taurus, and you fucking got commitment issues? Explain that to me. I'll wait. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you with this is that you ain't 100% ready either. Otherwise, this would not be coming up if you were 100% ready. Neither one of these cards would be. Because you got to understand, as I said, that everything happens when it's supposed to. And you know, it's just everything in this life, you know? We set things up on the other side, and we come in here and we plan everything out, okay? There may be some, you know, small deviations from things that we set out to do, but the majority of this stuff is supposed to play out a certain way, and you just got to let it do what it do if you want to be with this person. Because like I said, the last thing you want to do after you've gone through all this shit with these people from the past, and like I said, I feel like y'all have gone through more shit than most people, because you got all these suitors, all these people coming in your face all the time. You should know better than anybody else what it looks like when somebody's not ready. You should know better than anybody else, Taurus, when you're not ready. Okay? Okay, so last card we have here, it says sharing space. It says whether it's moving in or feeling like home in each other's presence, you're aligning on a domestic level. So you and this person, you're going to be together for the rest of your life if that's what you choose to do. So why are you rushing? Stop rushing. Get your commitment issues in order. Heal whatever things you need to heal. And let me say this. I said this last week. I'm going to say it again. Some of y'all got areas in your life that you need to fucking fix, okay? Some of you need a new car. Some of you need to move out of the environment you're currently in because it is toxic, okay? Some of you still got all these toxic people in your face, playing in your face, because I always tell you, you got people playing in your face. You still got toxic people that you need to get rid of. And some of you are working a dead-end job when you need to get out of that motherfucking job and start making moves to head towards the career that you want to have, or start the business you've always wanted to start it, you know, figure out whatever your mission is for you to be here and do it. Okay. So while you doing that, you thinking you ain't got nothing else to do, because you done healed. No, it's always something you can do, boo. Always something you can do. Okay. All right. So let's move on. The next placement we're going to look at is talking about the goals and aspirations for the new year for 2026. Okay. Let's see.
This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay, so we got 3 cards that fell here. We have the Star, Aquarius energy, Ace of Wands, 6 of Wands.
This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay, so with the Star, this is Aquarius energy. It is talking about the need to heal, okay? This is about you getting your wish fulfillment, like your wish coming true. So for some of you, this person ain't coming in. You only got a few days left in this month. So they ain't coming in this month. For a lot of you, they not coming in till next year. And I just explained to you why. Because you got a lot of shit on your plate. A lot of things you got to do that have nothing to do with them. Because this is about you stepping into this relationship as the best Taurus you can be. And in order to do that, you got to get your money together. You got to get your car. You got to get your place to stay. You got to do all these things, because nobody's depending on anybody else to do anything but you. You depending on yourself. You save yourself. You are your own knight in shining armor. Okay. Then we got the Ace of Wands showing up here, okay? The passion stick, baby. So look, your wish is coming true, and they bringing the stick, or you males, you bringing the stick to them, one or the other, okay? So this is about a passionate, fresh new start when it comes to love, okay? And we've got the 6 of Wands showing up here. So this is about, you know, one of the goals is about your dream lover coming into your life. They see you as their dream lover. You see them as your dream lover. This could also be some of you showing up, like being in the spotlight. Somebody, you know, your careers or your business is blowing up, and you know, just having a very lucrative year, okay? Because what somebody said that last year was the year, or this past year, the 2025 was the year of the hermit, and that 2026 is the year where you come out of the hermit, right, mode, and you all in the spotlight, and you showing everybody who you've become, okay? All right, so let's get some, let's clarify.
This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot.
You're going to see why I'm smiling in a minute.
This video was created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay, so for some of you, okay, first we're going to start out with the Thorns, the Painful Love card, and throw it to the side. You know this about the Twin. So remember we just talked about Knight in Shining Armor, can't make it up, right? So you are going to be your own Knight in Shining Armor, okay? You're going to rescue yourself first, and then this person's going to come in like a knight, but they not rescuing you because you're already going to be standing in the energy you need to be in, okay? Then we've got marriage vows showing up here. It says forever isn't a fantasy here. It's a shared choice. It says marriage is either presented, predicted, or deeply desired, okay? So you and this person are headed towards marriage. Okay, when it comes to your person, they are wearing a mask. As I've told you, the reason why is because it's not time for them to let you know who they are yet, right? They are, you know, cutting ties and getting out of things where they're feeling stuck. This is kind of like the Eight of Swords, where they're feeling bound. This could be the devil as well, where they're, you know, feeling like they're trapped. They're getting out of that energy with the bound card. And, you know, we got the beauty card showing up here. So it says charming, graceful, kind-hearted. So this is how your person sees you, okay? Or handsome, graceful, and kind-hearted, guys. Make it fit, okay? All right, so the next placement we're going to take a look at is talking about how to achieve and manifest your goals for 2026, okay? Here we go. Your goals in love. So this is a love reading. So you got 3 cards: Knight of Pentacles, Earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. 4 of Wands, and the Knight of Cups, water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay? All right. So I feel like what Spirit is saying is slow and steady wins the race. Remember, don't rush things. Stop trying to make things happen that you have no control over. And this relationship with this person, you have no control over it. Let it go, Taurus. Okay? Like I said, save yourself, rescue yourself, be your own knight in shining armor is what Spirit is telling you. Okay? Then we got the 4 of Wands showing up here. All right. So this is about, you know, you and this person heading towards marriage. So what Spirit is saying, in order for you to head towards this marriage and head towards this beautiful relationship with each other, this stability, this groundedness, all of these things, with the Knight of Cups, this is about both of you coming into this relationship with your heart on your sleeve, you know, with your cup of love, laying all your feelings out on the table when the time comes, but not going 100 miles an hour. Like I said, take baby steps. Slow and steady wins the race. We're not trying to go 100 miles an hour, go balls to the wall. It's not that type of situation. Okay? All right. Let's clarify.
This video was created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay, so your twin got bipolar disorder.
Created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
When it comes to your person, they are admiring your beauty, okay? Again, you got the beauty card is showing up again, or your handsomeness. Guys, make it fit, okay? Then we have honeymoon phase showing up here. It says this is the beginning, beautiful, euphoric, and full of potential. It says let it unfold, but don't ignore the details beneath the romance, okay?
By Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
So it's about you always using your discernment. It doesn't matter who it's with.
Created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay, when it comes to your person, the soulmate card is showing up here. Look, you see, right? This person is coming in either to propose to you or be proposed to by you, all right? Then we've got, them at a crossroads, needing to make a decision. They've got free will, like I said, but I feel like, they're in love with you. They're being drawn towards you, okay? Then we have, look, again, soulmates card is showing up. I cannot make this up. It says deep love, unity, connection. This is how this person is coming in this type of energy, okay? And then the turmoil, the trouble, the unexpected, you know, this is talking about, I feel like your exes, like we talked about at the beginning of the read, coming in and trying to fuck shit up between the two of you, okay? All right, that's why I say it's very important that you open yourself up to this person. The two of you establish a strong bond with each other so that when these people come, because it's not if, it's when they come, you're going to be able to do what you need to do, right? Okay. You're going to be able to, you know, stick together and trust each other on YouTube. Okay. So the last placement we're going to look at talks about your theme for the new year. All right, here we go.
This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Get one more.
This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay, so we got 3 cards that fell. We've got the Queen of Wands showing up here. This is a fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Queen of Wands is talking about, you know, preparing yourself, right? This new theme, this is you stepping into this energy. You got a lot on your plate. You got a lot of balls in the air, a lot of plates you're going to be spinning, okay? And it's about you basically, you know, getting yourself into a position where you can deal with all of this, okay? And looking good as well, all right? Then we got the World card showing up here. This is all signs. It's talking about, you know, you overcoming personal challenges, right? And opening up new doors and opportunities for yourself with the World card. And then with the 5 of Swords, this is about you not being about the bullshit anymore, right? And winning at all costs. So you're not putting up with no fucking you know, ghosting and backstabbing and, you know, mind games and all that shit. We're not doing that. It's using the discernment to weed out the people that want to do shit like this, okay? All right, let's clarify.
Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay.
This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay, so we got 3 cards that fell for you. We got wine and dine here. You and this person are going to be going out, whining and dining each other, having a really good time this next year, okay? When the person comes in, okay? Then we got the love lessons card here. It says, don't let a history of failed relationships get you down. Gather the lessons and ditch the baggage. That's what your person is doing. Spirit is recommending that you do the same thing. Understand, Taurus, just because you had bad experiences in the past, it does not mean you cannot move forward into a healthy, loving relationship, okay? Then we've got living the dream showing up here. This is saying living the dream isn't a solo gig. Every day feels like the best plot twist when you're with the one you love. So this is talking about, you know, you and this person coming together. This is the potential that you have to be in this relationship together for it to just be beautiful, okay? But like I said, it's not going to be without its peaks and valleys because that's life, right? But I feel like a lot of it is going to be from outside people who are going to be jealous of the connection between the two of you. Okay, so when it comes to your person, they're releasing, they're purging, letting go of things that no longer serve them with this release card, right? There is soul recognition between the both of you. When you realize who this person is, when the two of you get activated, you're going to realize that this is your person, all right? They're coming in a spirit and an energy of loyalty, trusting, being reliable, and, you know, believing you and wanting to be believed and be truthful and so on and so forth. And this is about a second chance for the both of you, right? Reconciliation, making amends. Some of you, I get that storyline with every sign. So for some of you, this is not everybody. If it's not your story, don't take the message. This is talking about some of you having a false start with this person and this person coming back in to make amends to fix what happened between the two of you. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get some messages from Spirit, and then we're going to get some messages from your person.
This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay, so we got 3 cards that fell. The first one is surrender. It says, regardless of the outcome, I am taken care of. The angels want you to know you need not worry about the resolution of the current situation. Instead of trying to solve the problem with sheer force, trust you will get exactly what you need. You see, Spirit is basically saying what I just told you about, you know, the steering wheel. Y'all fighting over the fucking steering wheel. And so they're saying no matter the outcome of the certain situation, you are taken care of. Then it says grounding, all right? It says, I am steady and grounded. Your attention is directed up too high, as if you're not in your body. A balance is needed between a focus on spirit and a focus on earth. Grounding will help you to better concentrate and focus, and will also increase your connection to the angels. Last card, it says flow. It says things happen when they're supposed to. Look, I can't make this up, baby. This is Spirit telling you what to do, you know, what it is, okay? They're saying this is a reminder from your angels to trust in the flow of the universe and to always follow your intuition when making decisions. With positive changes and opportunities on the horizon, now is a great time for you to take action and move forward in your life, okay? But we're talking about the stuff that you are in control of. Like I said, the way your career goes, the things that you want. This is the time for you to manifest the things that you're wanting. Spirits to help you with, to help you bring through. You need to be letting them know, okay? We know, they know you want the relationship. They are working on it. Like I said, it's cooking. When the time is right, okay? When it's time for it to come out the oven, it will come out. But while that is going on, you need to be dealing with all those issues. And like some of you, here's another one. Some of you got to get in the gym, right? You got somebody coming. You don't want to be half, I hear it again, ain't no half stepping. You don't want to be caught with your pants down. Well, some of you might want to get your mind out the gutter, but I'm saying you don't want to be caught with your pants down and you not at your best. This is about, like I said, this person is top shelf. You want to be top shelf too. You want to step into the connection with all the confidence you can muster, all the confidence you can get. And in order to do that, you got to put your life in order. Because when your life is in order, you move differently than when it's in disarray. Okay? All right, let's get some messages from your person. So we've got gratitude. It says, I am open to receiving and giving love. With joy and gratitude, I welcome you into my life. So this person is grateful that you're coming, okay? Toxic. It says, would you want to expose your soulmate to the person that you are today? Are you the person that I deserve to be with? All right? That's why I like these cards. Like I said, they ask some deep ass questions. Okay, there was a third card. There it is. Okay. Attraction. It says, you're going to like what you see when you meet me because I'm exactly your type. Okay? All right, let's move on and get some more messages. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. Okay, we've got You Light Up My World. This video was created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on YouTube. I wish we could be together, but it's complicated. This video was I wish you were mine. Okay. This video was created by Leigh's We belong together. On YouTube. You are my heart's desire. By Leigh's Intuitive Tarot on I just want to be with you. Period. I told you the only person this person wants. Created by Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. Okay. One more deck, and then I'm gonna get the romance fairies. Created Okay, we have we are forever soul and heart connected. And then we have I had a crush on you from the very start. Okay, time for the romance theories.
This video was created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot on YouTube.
Okay, so we've got let go of the past.
Was created by Leigh Intuitive Tarot.
It says clear your energy to allow more love into your life. Then we have clues, signs, and clues. It says the universe is talking to you. Okay, we know that because look at all the things that they were backing up what I was saying. Then it says real feelings. You share true romantic feelings worth exploring. Okay. Oh, let me say this. I forgot to tell you this. If you want to see me read live, I will be reading live with the same young lady that I read live with a couple of months ago. Her name is Soul of Yamaya. That's the name. Her name is Yamaya, and her channel is called Soul of Yamaya. So I will be reading live with her on not this Tuesday, not today, next Tuesday, the 30th of December, okay, at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to put it on. I said I was going to put it on the Aries video and I forgot, but I'm going to try my best to remember on this video to put it on there. So again, Tuesday, the 30th of December, okay, at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. I have to do it that early in the day because she lives in the UK and we have to coordinate at a time where we both can do it, okay? If you can't make it, it's okay. There's going to be a live replay, all right? Okay. All right, Taurus, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Merry Christmas. And, well, not Happy New Year yet. You'll see me again before then. But Merry Christmas, Taurus, okay? Thank you. Bye.